What's up, everybody? What's up out here in these gaming streets, man? Man, it's a little early in the morning, Monday morning. Had a great show the other day. Watched a couple of the brothers out here doing their shows, you know, like the Day One podcast with my brother, 100. Good show, was really good. But if you catch this little hangouts later, uh, hope you enjoy it, man, because a lot of everybody's been talking about. I call it the bias awards. In my opinion, it's not a true gaming awards. It just isn't. You know, uh, my brother E-Rock, he made a video. He made a video that I caught that I watched a little earlier about that and his thoughts and opinions. Then they talked about it on Hunter's, podcast. And they're absolutely right. E-Rock is absolutely right. Okay. When you have a video game awards, okay, it should be true diehard video gamers out there to judge the games, and they should decide what wins. Not people that don't even touch a controller. Hell, they don't even touch a keyboard and play on PC. Okay? And they go out here and they vote on these games. All right? Now, I'm going to say this, okay? I didn't watch it, but I heard Elden Ring won, okay? A lot of people might disagree with Elden Ring, winning, but I am so goddamn glad, and I'm going to say this, I am so goddamn glad that God of Swords did not win Game of the Year. Now, it won a lot of other categories, which in my opinion was unfair to these other games that were out here that were so phenomenal. Like A Plague's Tale Requiem didn't get anything. That is a goddamn shame that game did not get anything. Those guys and developers worked very hard on that game. I played the game. I'm at the end of the game right now. And it is ridiculous that they didn't get no kind of shine. And they deserved shine 100%. Because that game is phenomenal. Now, I'm not saying that it's for everybody. But people that have tried the game said that they liked the game. You know what I mean? I'm playing it. E-Rock's playing it. I think Flip the Script Flip Money's playing it. I think Livewire said he beat it when I was watching the show. When I was watching my brother 100 show. And I think he beat another game he was playing. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? How's it going, man? What's going on? You know I can't say your whole 70s North move. Sorry, brother, that I get your name mixed up. I'm glad you're here with me this morning, though, to chop up a little game with me. I'm not going to be here too long, but I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about what my brothers talked about on these other podcasts. You know, that guy, Jackoff Keeley, even Technoblast said it. Big shouts out to Technoblast. I need to go back and check out some of Technoblast's stuff. Graphic God, what's up, brother? What's up, Graphic God in the house? What's going on, man? That's my brother, Graphic God, man. He's a real good dude. Thanks for coming in. Graphic God, man, I'm just talking, about the bias awards, brother. It's a shame. It's a shame. I didn't watch it. I heard the show was too long. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're doing well, and Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Merry Christmas, Graphic God, to you and your family. I'm probably not going to be able to make my Christmas show on my other podcast with my brother, E-Rock, the Exile, but E-Rock can still send me a link, and I might try to come in there for like a little bit, but I'm going to be busy with family. I have a family function to go to, when they have it on Sunday, but Merry Christmas to you guys. And guys, I have the most respect for the true gamers out there and the guys that rock out with me on my channel. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. So, I don't want to go too deep so much into this, but you guys have to agree with me. Gamers like me Graphic God. I'm just going to say my brother 70. You know, we should be the ones out here voting for these games and who we want to win. Okay. It's just ridiculous that Plague's Tale Requiem didn't get anything. And people say to E-Rock, you're just mad because Elden Ring won. That's not the case, okay? It isn't. That's not the case. I am glad Elden Ring won. I don't think he had a problem with Elden Ring winning. But like he said, I think he said they had it decided for him to win since February. Okay? But there's other games out there that deserve some kind of in some kind of category to win something, like a Plague's Tale Requiem. Okay, I'm not saying that every Xbox game that comes out should win Game of the Year. I'm not saying that, but we never get no kind of decency and respect out here in the gaming streets and in the gaming community. People that are true Xbox gamers, not those Xbox guys out there that are insecure and crying about everything that Sony does. Okay. That's all they do, and that's all they worry about, guys. It's just ridiculous how they do that. That's why I don't watch it. I never watch it because of that, because I know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I know what's going. There's no predicting. I know what's going to happen. They do it every year. You know? What did Graphic God say? How can you have an award show hosted by a person who is affiliated with one particular console? And that is the truth. That is the truth, Graphic God. Me and Graphic God and people like me and Graphic God, he bought, Others Inc., the old school OGs out here, been playing games for a long, long time, have had multiple systems. I think me and Graphic God can agree that the Sega Genesis was our favorite console, back in the day. I think it was He-Bots too. I can't remember. But we've been out here playing games for a long time. I have systems that I have systems now in my collection that I had before even people were born that's out here, playing these games, these younger guys. You know what I mean? So I've been gaming for a very long time. You know what I mean? So I know gaming, and it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous when they have these. It's not a gaming awards. It just isn't. It's not a true gaming award. It's called the Bias Awards because it's basically called the Sony Awards. It's actually basically called the PlayStation Awards. It really is. It's called the PlayStation Awards. Okay. God of War shouldn't have got all those categories. They made sure to bring out God of War almost around the time of the Gaming Awards. That was a setup, in my opinion. Okay. I've played God of War. I have every right to not like God of War. I don't like it. I've played God of War. I've tried God of War on a PlayStation 3, that behemoth of a system that was god awful. I still have it, but it's lying dormant in my garage in a cold cardboard box because it was a horrible system. But I went out and found one at the Goodwill for $10 because at the Goodwill I went to, they sell by the pound. Man, that damn thing was heavy. But they gave it to me for $10, and I had my friend that owned a game shop look it over. There was nothing wrong with it. It was, I think, a 30 gig or something, but it worked. All he did was clear the system out, and then it was my PlayStation 3. Now I played God of War. I didn't like it. I played Uncharted. I did not like Uncharted. I played The Last of Us. It was boring. It was just very boring. I did not like it. You know what I mean? And that's my opinion as a gamer. I didn't like the games. There's one game, Graphic God, that I liked on there called Resistance. It was a knockoff of their wannabe Gears of War. I beat 1, 2, and 3 of Resistance. I had all 3 games physical on the PlayStation 3, and I beat all 3 of them. It was a fun game, but it reminded me of Gears of War. It was their version of like a Gears of War. It doesn't come close to Gears of War whatsoever when it comes to gameplay and graphically, but it was their own sci-fi version shooter of Gears of War, and it was okay. Okay, so that's the only game, Graphic God, that I liked on the PlayStation 3. The only game. I've tried their exclusives, and then to me they were horrible. I did not like them. Uncharted is a knockoff of man, what is it? It's a knockoff, in my opinion, of damn, I can't think of it right now. I have it in my mind, but I can't think of it right now. Of the game. Tomb Raider. It's a knockoff of Tomb Raider, in my opinion. Trying to be like a Tomb Raider-esque game. You know? I just didn't like it. You know, there was too much stuff in there. It was slow pace. It was a terrible game. You know, like I said, The Last of Us was also a horrible game. I did not like it. It took so long to do stuff in that game. It was like watching a movie. I don't want to watch a movie. I want to play a fucking game. I don't want to watch a movie. Sony is known for movies. They're sucking in that department also. But they're known for movies, and they try to make their video game system console and their games into movies. Dude, I don't want to watch a movie. If it's a cutscene for a couple minutes or like a minute and a half, whatever, that's cool. But damn, it takes so long sometimes to get into their games. That's what makes it boring and unappealing. And I just could not stand those games, guys. You know, I just couldn't. Like I said before, not to beat a dead horse, the PlayStation 2 was the best PlayStation they ever had. It was the best PlayStation that they ever had. You know, let me read some of the chat. Graphic God said that would be like a game award, awards being hosted by Todd Howard. Yeah. It's a Sony showcase, and it's true. It's a Sony showcase. Look, if Jack Keighley's going to do a show, just say what it is. Say what it really is. It's not a true gaming award. Just say it's the Sony PlayStation Awards. And award what Sony games you liked, and don't award the Sony games that you didn't like or didn't make it. Just make it the Sony PlayStation Awards, because it is not for us. It is not for the true gamers out there. Rather it be Nintendo, rather it be Xbox, or even PC. Let's just put PC in there. All right? It's not a true show. It isn't. It just isn't. Back in the past, like I said, Red Dead Redemption, in my opinion, that was, I think I caught glimpses of that award show, the Jack Keighley award shows, and it should have won Game of the Year. Red Dead Redemption 2 was a fucking epic game. Very awesome game. It was just, you can still do stuff in that game today in 2023, in 2022 into 2023. There is so much that you can do in that game. It never stops. There's so much content in that game. It's ridiculous. God of War cannot hold a candle to Red Dead Redemption 2 when it comes to content. It can't. It just can't. And plus it has an online. So it keeps the game going. I don't know how many people are playing on that, but it keeps it going. You know what I mean? It's just those games, and there's nothing wrong with one and done games, okay? If people want to play one and done games, and there is people out there that do like, you know, storyline games and stuff like that, that's cool. I understand that. Do you? You know what I mean? But that game does not deserve, in my opinion, for them to try to make that thing win Game of the Year every year. Like, what was it? What was it last time? Was it Take-Two that won? Take-Two won. And that's great. But they try to put God of War on this pedestal like it's the end-all, be-all of video games, and it's not whatsoever. It just isn't. 70 said, I don't like Uncharted either. I actually enjoy the new God of War, shockingly. Well, that's cool, and I respect you for that. I really do. If you enjoy the new God of War, I respect you for that, because you're a gamer. So I understand your opinion on that, and I appreciate that, brother. I do. Okay, I'm not knocking true Sony PlayStation fans or who have both systems. If you have a PlayStation 5 and a Series X or S, that's cool. I can appreciate that. Just like my brother Unlimited. He has an Xbox Series X, which is his preferred console, but he also has a PlayStation 5. So he has every right to say his opinion about the games that he played on there, what he doesn't like about it and what he does like about it. And then people try to negate what he says that come in his comment sections. Well, you're not just doing this, or you're just not giving it a chance, and you're just not doing this and that. That's what they do. That's what they do. You know? That's exactly what they do. Because the thing is, guys, they want Sony to stay. They're still stuck in 2013 with the mishaps with Xbox and PlayStation dominating back then, capitalizing off not putting their camera into the box because they were going to do the same thing and make it the same price. But when they see what Microsoft did with the Kinect, just like Hebot said, got to give it credit, got to give the brother credit that put me down with game, which is my brother Hebot. That's when they did that. They did the okey doke. And that's how they won. Because they were going to do the same thing. And they capitalized off of what Microsoft did. But that's business, right? Just like it's business that Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard, but you guys want to cry a fucking a rain pool puddle out here in these streets about that. But it's just business, right? But it's just business. But you got the head guy at Sony wanting to stop this acquisition so bad. Okay? But it's just business, right? Just like you guys did the okey doke back in 2013. When you seen what Microsoft did by putting that Kinect in there and making that price, which you guys are going to do the same thing because you always follow what Microsoft does, but nobody wants to admit to that. It started with the achievements when they made trophies. That's where it started. They're a copycat company. They are a copycat company because they don't, in my opinion, they don't have any kind of how you say, they can't bring up any good ideas to do, in my opinion, in gaming. They can't come up with anything. They have to copy off of people and other companies, okay? But it's big business what Microsoft is doing, okay? But nobody ever wants to bring that up. Nobody never wants to bring it up. You just want to keep dogging out and trying to dog out on Xbox. It doesn't get you anything, and it doesn't get you anywhere. It just doesn't. This is a big business. We're gamers, and we love our gaming systems, right? We love the companies that we love, but at the end of the day, it's big business, and it's money for them. It's about making money. It's not about you getting into your feelings. You know? But Microsoft cares about their customer and their fan base because they listen to us. Sony does not, 100% does not listen to their consumer base. My cousin, Jay, is a PlayStation fan. He has I believe he still has his, I think he has a PS4 Pro. I think he got a 5. I'm not sure. I think he does. Okay? I think he does. All right? But even he says those things. I have friends that are PlayStation people, that are fans of PlayStation. They're not out here making all kind of videos and being trolls because they're true gamers of their system and believe in their system. But friends that I talk to at my exchange are PlayStation fans. And they're even saying it. One day, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get Jeff to do a video for me. When I go see him, because he's a PlayStation dude, I'm going to have him do a video for me, and I'm going to have him tell how he feels about PlayStation, being a PlayStation fan. Then people out here will try to say, well, Sega Man's lying. I'm going to have him do that. When I get time to talk to him, I'm going to have him do that, and you'll see for yourself what he thinks. Man, I got to catch up with the chat. I played both Spider-Man games, but Batman did it better. Look at Graphic God. Graphic God has played the Spider-Man games, but he likes Batman. Is somebody going to tell him, but I don't know, man. I think Spider-Man's better because of this and that. Trying to make up all kind of stuff because he preferred a Batman game. I prefer Batman. I like the Batman games. I played Spider-Man games. I have Spider-Man games on my Xbox 360. I have a Spider-Man games on my my original Xbox. And let me do this real quick. I'm gonna put my camera on real quick to show that I'm not lying. There's Spider-Man on the 360, Spider-Man 2, right? Look, pay $5 for it, you know, at a Goodwill, right? And then there's the Spider-Man game on the original PlayStation. I mean, not PlayStation, on the original Xbox. It is on the PlayStation, but that's it on the original Xbox. So you can't say that Sega Man hates Spider-Man games because it's on the PlayStation now. That's not true. Okay, that's not my favorite game. I do prefer Batman, you know, over Spider-Man, but the proof is right here. So you can't tell me that I'm a Spider-Man hater. I don't like PlayStation because of Spider-Man being on there, because you'll be dead wrong. I always show proof. Always. You could check my report card. I always show proof. And if you think I don't have a fantastic you know, gamer score on my Xbox, look me up. Sega Man 101. You could check out what my gamer score is. My gamer score is pretty goddamn good. My report card on there is a A plus and then some. So you can't tell me that I don't play games. You know what I mean? But that's the two Spider-Man games that I have on. Yeah, the light is kind of, but that's the games I have on there. So people can't say that I don't play, and that I don't like Spider-Man games. Okay, because I always show proof of games I have, and not just talking bull crap. You know what I mean? And then what's this? Bontastic? But you like A Plague's Tale, aka movie. Well, it's not a movie. It's a game. Okay? It's a game. You know, and if you're a troll, as long as you're being like discreet in here, I'll let you stay in here. But if you start acting stupid, I'm gonna block you. Okay? I'm gonna block you. All right? You guys come in here and you always want to throw shade about how people feel that are Xbox fans, and that's cool. Okay, it was not a movie. It's more of a game than God of War. It's more of a game than God of War. Okay, but you won't say that about the other games, right? You won't say that about the other games that are out there, that they have out there that are way too long. The cutscenes in Plague's Tale Requiem is not as long as The Last of Us. They're not near as long as The Last of Us. I played The Last of Us, and they were long as shit for you to get into the game. Like the game called Heavy Rain. Are you ridiculous? That is a boring and a sad, demented game. I tried to play that game. It was so boring and stupid. I took that crap right back to the gaming store I went to the next day and got my money back. That's how sad and demented and stupid that game was, because it took so long to get into gameplay. It was like watching Young and the Restless, like a story that comes on your TV before you can get into the game. It was terrible. So I took it back, and that's my opinion. I'm allowed to say my opinion on it because I tried the game out. That's how I feel about it. I love The Last of Us. My brother 70 said, I love The Last of Us part 1, part 2. I was half and half on that one. I like Elliot, but hated Abby. Is it Abby? Okay, now listen. This is a brother that's in here that's talking about what he liked in the game. This is a brother that's in here that's talking about what he liked in the game. That's why I respect this guy that's in here, because I can tell that he's a true gamer. He's telling you what he liked in the game in the games, you know. And that's what I'm saying. That's what's awesome about this. You know what I mean? Because he's in here telling you what he liked about the game. If you want to come in here and you want to talk about that, that's fine. I don't care, dude. I'm telling you my opinion. This is my channel, and I can say my opinion about it. And I'm not the only one out here in these gaming streets that feel that way. There's a lot of people out here that feel that way. All right. And I'm going to keep saying it. A Plague's Tale Requiem should have won something. Okay. They should have won something for how hard they worked on that game. It is a beautiful game and it is an awesome game. You get right into the action. Yes, there's some puzzle elements to it, but you get right into the game. Some of Sony's games, it takes so long to get into the game, it becomes boring. It became boring to me. That's why I lost interest in it. Like I told you, the only game I liked on there was Resistance. And you know why? Resistance got right into the action. There was no freaking half an hour cutscene in the game. You got right into the game. That's what was good about the game. That's what I like. That's what I like. If it's like, let's say it's like, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever, I can deal with that. But not 10, 20 minutes of talking and crying and all this other bullshit. I want to get into the game. Okay. I don't want to keep watching that for like a half an hour. I want to get into the game. You know what I mean? And any of the games I play, in my opinion, don't do that. They don't. They're not as long. I know because I've played the games. So you can't negate that. I know because I've played the games. They did nothing for the 50th anniversary of gaming. It's more so than Quantum Break. Just reading all the chat. Show the proof that they was going to do the same thing. I don't need to show the proof of anything. I don't. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's up? What's up, man? What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Was you the same dude that was in E-Rock's comment section? He had to block you. You that same dude? Yeah, you're that same dude, huh? What's up, Unlimited? What's up, man? I might have to let you go, man. I might have to let you go, bro. I might have to let you go. You're a PlayStation troll. You're not a true PlayStation fan, because I tell you what, 70 is, because 70, at least he actually tells you what he liked in the game, and that's cool, and I can accept that. But I think you need to go, man. I really do. I think you need to go, because I don't need nobody in here like you, bro, with that dumb shit, man. I might have to let you go, man. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, bro, but I'm going to let you go, man. Okay, but like I said, and I'm not just the only one out there, okay? Like I said, Plague's Tale or Requiem deserve to win something. I'm not saying that they needed to win Game of the Year. Okay, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Some people wanted them to win Game of the Year. I said Elden Ring would probably win Game of the Year. I said that in a podcast. I think it was on the Exile podcast. I said that when E-Rock asked us, or somebody asked us. Definitely didn't want God of War to win, so I am glad that they didn't win, because it's called the Bias Awards, and it's always focused on Sony games. And you guys always try to damage control that. You always try to damage control Jack Off Keighley, because you know that's what he does. You know that's what he does. Let me put up my brother Unlimited's response here. God of War is repetitive, boring trash. I know God of War sucks because you watch Xbox guys all day instead of playing those bangers. Facts. 100% facts. Now, what do you got to say to that, Xbot? What do you have to say to that? Because that's what you do. You wait for me to make a podcast or do a video. You wait for E-Rock to do videos. Hebot. You got to put Hebot in your mouth. But here's the thing. You will never, ever debate Hebot. You would never, ever debate. I wish he was listening to this right now so I can get him in here. You would never, ever debate Hebot. Because I'm going to tell you what, if Hebot was to come in here, I would invite you in here so you can talk to Hebot. But you would never do that, would you? You would never do that because Hebot would make you look like shit, dude, for real. He would embarrass your ass. He would embarrass your ass. He would stomp you into the ground when it comes to talking about PlayStation and Xbox. Because I know none of you never do it. None of you will never, ever debate Hebot. A fair one-on-one with Hebot talking about Xbox and PlayStation. I know you wouldn't do it. I know you wouldn't do it because he'd make you look stupid. Oh, what you telling Unlimited to shut up? Why are you telling Unlimited to shut up? Because it's the truth? Check it out, Unlimited. Check out what he put up. You telling Unlimited to shut up? You must be getting mad, man. See, you're in here, but you're not out there playing those games. You're in here, man. You're in here because I'm talking about how I feel about the Bias Awards and your game, God of Swords. And, and Jack Off Keeley, you probably whoosh up. You know what I mean? Because he's never fair to anybody else except Sony. You know what I mean? But you're in here talking crap. Truth hurts, doesn't it? Doesn't the truth hurt, Xbot? Right? You're probably that dude. I think you are that dude, man. You're that dude, I think, that was in E-Rock's thing, man. So what I'm gonna do for you, brother, I'm gonna let you go, all right? I'm gonna let you go, man, because you don't deserve to be in here with true greatness, which is the diehard Xbox fans that rock out Xbox, man. So I'm gonna have to let you go, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. You go and go bother somebody else, man. Peace out. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You got these fools that come in here and they talk all this bull crap. They come in here and they talk all this bull crap when I want to do something that I feel that I like. What's up, channel? What's going on, man? I'm just talking about the Bias Awards. Everybody's giving their opinion on it. I did ask brothers about it in the last podcast. I really want to give a big shout out to my brother Other Zinc. Other Zinc is a part of the Exile and Alpha podcast. He is definitely a part of the Exile and Alpha podcast. It is his home when he wants to talk about and chop up game with us, with our brother Unlimited, Hebot, and everybody, Tuckmaster, and the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. He has a permanent home on the Xbox Alpha podcast, and the Exile. You know what I mean? And then we got next with our brother Hebot. But man, this dude, this is why I had to let him go, because you're not going to insult my Xbox brothers. You know what I mean? You want to get on your feelings and you want to get mad, because we have something to say about the Bias Awards. You know what I mean? Instead of if you was a true PlayStation gamer, you'd be playing your PlayStation right now. You wouldn't be in here trying to bother me or trying to bother E-Rock or anybody else. You know what I mean? Like 100 of them, they like to clown you. They let you stay in there, because so they can keep clowning you, making you look dumber and dumber and stupid, out here in these gaming streets. You know what I mean? But it's all good, man. I wanted to come out here and chop up game with you guys. It's good to see our brother Unlimited in here, man. Yazbaz, what's up with you, brother? Thank you for coming and rocking out with me, man. I appreciate all you guys being in here. But I'm not saying that some Sony games don't need to win something. I'm not saying that. I am a true gamer. If God of War won one game of the year where they didn't try to put it like it was the only game, then I can accept that. You know what I mean? Because there is people out there that do, like 70. He likes God of War, and that's cool. That's cool, man. I have no ill will towards you, brother, and you know that. I don't have no ill will towards people and gamers out there that like. I can't find it, but I think I actually have. I can't find it, man. But I think one time I think I went to like some gaming place. I can't remember. I think I actually still have it too. I think it was free with a PlayStation 3, but this dude actually gave it to me just to give it to me. I think it was called God of War Ascension, but it's in like a sleeve. It's not like in a case. So I think it came free, with it. What's up, 100 in the building? I think it came free. But 100, like I said, 100 had a good show. He had E-Rock on there and he had Technoblast on there. And they were talking about it too. They had some very good points with Livewire and Flip the Script. They were talking about it too. You know what I mean? And it's true, man. We never win anything. I think when Microsoft and on top of it, it was in the Microsoft building. It was in the Microsoft building too. They have no respect, brother. That dude Jackoff Keely has no respect at all, in my opinion, for Microsoft and Xbox. He doesn't. I think I seen a show one time. Was it Good Morning America? It was some show he was on. I think it was I can't remember what show it was on, but it's when the Xbox One S came out. Remember when that first came out and people were like, wow, that's cool. You know, they brought a new version of the original Xbox with a 4K Blu-ray player. And I think it was Larry Herb that gave him the Xbox. It was on camera. And he was just so fake about it. He was hugging it. Oh man, this is great. Oh, you know, yeah, this is great. I think I can't remember the show, but he was just so fake about it. You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous to see that, because you could tell that he was faking all that shit. He's a Sony fanboy. He's a Sony fanboy, and that's fine. You know, but in my opinion, he should not be hosting a so-called gaming awards, because we already know what it is. 100 didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Unlimited didn't watch it. E-Rock didn't watch it. And I think Hebot did watch it, but Hebot likes to watch it and break it up and do a video on it, and then you guys will get mad about it. He's going to tell you everything that was wrong in that gaming awards in his opinion, and you get mad about it and you want to blow up his channel, you know, blow up his comment section, because I think that's coming. He's busy right now, but I think he's going to do his opinion on it. You know, I've been friends with Brother Hebot for a long time, and I see that coming here in the future, probably before the year's out. He'll probably do a video on it. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that agree. Look at GWG, right? Grown Women Gaming. They roasted it. Now, they did say there was stuff that they liked, but El Boogie, she made some good points about it. I like El Boogie. She's very opinionated. Like, she doesn't agree with everything the other sisters, gaming sisters on her that are talking about. I don't have no ill will towards them. You know what I mean? Because they all have great opinions. You know, Infamous Delilah and them. You know what I mean? But I like El Boogie, because El Boogie is like straight up just tells you what she doesn't like about certain things when it comes to even the gaming awards or Sony or whatever. She tells you straight out. You know what I mean? So and these girls own PlayStation 5s. They own PlayStation 5s, but their preferred console is the Xbox. You know what I mean? So they have every right to have their opinion about it. You know what I mean? And Unlimited says, if God of War won Game of the Year, I would have created. They would have created the game I love. Never won anything, so I'm used to having a different opinion than the majority, and that's true, and that's 100% true. I think was it you wanted Unlimited? If you're still on, didn't you want was it Gotham Knights? Did you want Gotham Knights to win? I think it was Gotham Knights that Unlimited wanted to win, man. I switched to digital, and Unlimited has me rethinking my decision. Huh? Why? Is it because of that video that Unlimited made with all his collection? You like that, huh? You like that, man? You like that? Unlimited is the truth. Oh, wasn't? Yeah, Gotham Knights wasn't nominated for anything. Views hated that game. Yeah, whatever. They're not true gamers, man. Look, if you get the game, you didn't like it, that's fine, man. You know, They wanted to make the argument because it only ran in 30 frames per second. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. You know? Whatever. You liked it, played it. I think you beat it, right? And I think E-Rock's playing it right now. I think 100 is thinking about getting the game if he doesn't already have it. You know what I mean? I might even get the game. I might even get the game around this Christmas time. You know? I have to see. There's so many other games I want to get, but I wouldn't mind playing Gotham Knights. I wouldn't mind playing it at all. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind playing that game at all, man. And I don't think these guys out here that's saying that the game is garbage or it's no good, never even played the game. They go by these other guys that play the game, right? And spew out hate about it. That's what they do. What's up, Rain? What's up, Rain G4 in his house? What's up, man? What's up? But I'm just giving my thoughts, man, about the Bias Awards. You know, I didn't really get to really say what I wanted to actually really say. You know, but like I said, I'm never gonna watch that awards until they let the true gamers out here vote and have their opinion on the games. I will never watch it. I will never watch it because, and in my opinion, he's not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that, man. They're not gonna do that. And I know that Phil Spencer and who was with him? Was it Sarah Bond? I don't know if I got her name right. I'm always butchering people's name. I heard they were in the audience. I've seen like glimpses of on the gaming news of him sitting in the audience. You know, Unlimited said Sega Man sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. Sega Man sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. Xbox has no respect. No respect, I tell you. Man, you remember that? Yeah, you are becoming an OG. Rodney Dangerfield. I got that movie called Going Back to School. Rodney Dangerfield. That was a good movie, man. That was a good movie, man. And you're right. No respect, bro. No respect. I tell you, none. We never get no respect, man, over here. That's one thing. Maybe Microsoft should do their own awards. I don't know. Maybe they should do their own awards for their own games and reward the developers and stuff awards. You know, give out their own awards for who they think should win awards. Like a lot of these indie guys out here, you know what I'm saying, and different games that they have in their library. Maybe they should do their own little awards. I mean, I would watch that in a heartbeat, you know, because a lot of those games, believe it or not, a lot of those games deserved to win something. A Plague Tale Requiem deserved to win something. Okay, it did. It did. And I'm pretty sure people blew up Jack Off Keely's social media or whatever. I don't follow the dude. I hate that dude. You know what I mean? He tries to be like biased about it. Oh, I'm not just a Sony guy. Like he tries to do all that shit. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. People see through your bullshit, man. You know what I mean? People see through your bullshit, man. You know? People base their opinion off of their favorite YouTuber or sites like IGN, which is true, or Kotaku. I base my opinion off of playing the actual game. Man, it can't get any better facts than that. I'm with Unlimited 100%. If I play a game and I feel like doing a video about it, I'll tell you my opinion about it. I play games and I beat games. I'm not going to go by IGN and Kotaku. I'm not going to go by them. I'm not going to go by digital fuckery. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I play the game myself and I decide. Anth, what's up, man? What's up, Anth? I think it's the brother I used to work with at GameStop. Is that you, Anth? Anthony? I think that's my brother, Anthony, man. That's a good brother. He's a good dude. He lives around me. Anthony? I think that's Anth. He's a good brother. I used to work with him, man. He's a really good brother, man. Me and him used to work together at GameStop down here in PA, man. He's a good brother. He does some streaming stuff too. He's a diehard gamer, man. But Anth likes everything. And Anth will give you the truth. If you ask him a question, I think that's him. If you it might be somebody else. But the dude if you ask him a question, he's going to give you his honest opinion about it. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. It doesn't matter what it is, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. He's going to give you his true opinion about it, man. And he's not ignorant about his opinions. He's not ignorant and upfront and ignorant about. Is that Anthony Chipmunk? Maybe that's Anthony Chipmunk. That's the wrong Anthony. That's the wrong Anthony. But the other one, he's been in here with me. He comes and checks me out once in a while. He's a good dude. Very good dude. Everybody's shouting out each other. Anthony Chipmunk. What's up with you, man? Rain in the house. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go in a little bit, but I had to do this, man. It's a little early in the morning, but I had to do this, man, because it's not fair. It's not fair. All right, it's not fair. A Plague Tale Requiem should have won something. Okay, Gotham Knights should have been in there too. A lot of people like Gotham Knights. Now, Elden Ring. I said that I thought I wanted Elden Ring to win if nothing else won. If they were going to be so damn biased, I would want that to win more than God of War. I said that I actually thought that God of War would win again because we're so used to them always praising God of War, being the end all be all. What did they say it won? Best sound for what? Him saying, boy, 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 boy. You know what I mean? Is that why God of War should win the best sound and shit? Because of that brother that used to play on Living Single. He used to play the voice of I think he still plays the voice of God of War. I can't remember the brother's name. Now I'm not like getting down. I'm not like making in front of him because he's a good actor. He was really funny in Living Single, but he's the guy that plays the voice of God of War. He's a good brother. But I don't believe that it should always win all these categories and all these other games don't get a chance. Anthony from Big D. Anyways, welcome, man. Welcome. But we got a lot coming out, guys. We got a lot of games coming out right now. People are telling Microsoft, well, where's the games? Where's the games? We got a lot of games coming out right now. We just had Metal Hellsing added to Game Pass. Some kind of Japanese I think it's like a RPG. Chained Echoes or some shit. Hello Neighbor 2. I tried that out. I thought that was pretty decent. Right now I'm playing the Lego Star Wars. The Skywalker Saga. I'm actually playing that right now. That's a fun game. Eastward. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that have came out in the last past week. What has Sony came out with in the last past week? What has Sony came out in the last past week on their service? Nothing. They have not came out with nothing. They have not came out with nothing like that. We get games dropped in the Game Pass all the time, and then we try to tell people about Game Pass. They want us to stop talking about that. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Stop talking about Game Pass. Stop talking about Game Pass. Why do you want us to stop? What's up, Smitty Smith? Salute to you, my brother. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So I have my good brother, Smitty Smith, in the house. Very good brother, man. Very good brother out there. Our brother, Smitty Smith, man. Yeah. Unlimited said, let's see. Shouting out the brothers out here in the chat. Smitty Smith. Sony came out with exclusives to block the Activision deal. You know what, Unlimited, brother? They could try to do whatever they want, Unlimited. They could try to do whatever they want. That deal, in my opinion, is going through, man. They could do whatever they want. Because listen, they're exposing themselves. They don't want that deal to go through because they know that Call of Duty is their bread and butter. It's their only a good active online game. Is a fucking third party developers that's keeping their system alive. Isn't that a shame how another company is keeping Sony alive? Activision is keeping Sony alive. I'm serious. Really, it is. There's nobody talking about God of Swords anymore. Who's out there talking about God of Swords right now? Oh, the last time it got talked about was on the Bias Awards, but that's probably going to be it. There's nobody talking about that shit right now. Nobody. And it's a brand new, there ain't nobody talking about that. There's nobody talking about that game. Just like Hebot said, it's just a brand new, it's a DLC. They got mad when he said that. Like Unlimited said. I think Unlimited said he played the game over his cousin's house. He said all the dogs kept doing was barking, and he said it was annoying. The dogs kept barking and barking and barking and barking and barking. Everything you do, they were barking and barking and barking. That would get annoying. That would get annoying in a game. That would get so annoying. I would put that down in a minute. But that's what's keeping Sony alive, brothers. That's what's keeping Sony alive. Activision. They don't have any other game that's keeping them going except for Call of Duty. It's not God of War. Call of Duty makes way more bank than COD, and then COD makes way more bank than God of Swords. It does. Way more bank. And they know it. They know that their in-house flagship game is a failure, and that a third-party company like Activision that makes COD is making more money for them to stay alive. It is Call of Duty that is keeping them alive. It's not God of War. It's not Uncharted. It's not The Lost of Us. It's not, what's that other game they have? It's not what is it called? Death Unknown or whatever. It's not none of those games. It's not none of those games that are keeping them alive. It's Call of Duty. That's why they're shouting to the mountains with this shit, you know, with wanting to keep it off of there and trying to go to other people, other companies about it. Shouts out to the chat, showing everybody giving a salute to each other on this great holiday for Xbox. On this great holiday for Xbox. Rain G4 in the house. Unlimited. Call of Duty makes over $1 billion in 10 days. God of Swords will never touch that level of success. Facts. Other Zinc is in the goddamn building. What is up, my brother? Other Zinc is in the goddamn building. What is up, man? Me and Other Zinc, man, we had a great time chopping it up with that podcast. Hope my brother Other Zinc can make it again sometimes. I really love chopping up games with Other Zinc, man. I met Other Zinc a long time ago. I didn't meet him and talk to him, but I used to see him come on every once in a while. He used to come on 100's channel. He wouldn't do a lot of appearances, but he would be in the chat the most of the time, chopping up game with 100. But when he started coming out, and he came on 100 show that one time, man, I connected with Other Zinc without knowing him. He's talking about the OG games, talking about different things like that. I'm like, man, Other Zinc, man, that's right up my alley, brother, right there, man, because he's on the same wavelength as I am, and he bought and all them, and Unlimited and E-Rock, all of us, you know. So it's really good to have Other Zinc on our platforms. You know what I mean? We're very humble for that. You know, he'll always have a home here on the Alpha and Exile. You know, and the Unlimited Truth. I can't stop forgetting about my brother Unlimited with the Unlimited Truth, which is a fantastic podcast. A fantastic podcast. He's done very well for himself. He's come a long way, Unlimited, and he's done very well for himself. Big shout out to Unlimited, man. You know. I'm so glad to be affiliated with these brothers because they're true Xbox gamers, and you guys in here also are. You guys been out here in these streets since 2013. Rain. You guys know how it is. 100. Other, you guys know how it is. You guys know how it is. And Other Zinc gave his opinion on what he thought about the show and other things too on the podcast, on the Bias Awards. You know? Other Zinc. I first thought Other Zinc was a pony at first. Oh no. Oh no. You go there, Rain? Oh no. Man, I think the sky would fall. I think the sky would fall if we really found that our brother Other Zinc was a pony. The sky would fall, brother. The earth is flat right now. Oh shit. The earth is flat. Other Zinc is definitely a pony. Damn it. I knew the earth was flat. God damn. Oh, you want a link, Other Zinc? We could chop up some game. I'll send you a link. You want to come in? I'll stand a little longer. Let me get Other Zinc in here, man. He said he'd be on here in 5 minutes. Let me just go through here real quick, guys. Yes, it is definitely flat. So let me get others. I'm gonna get Other Zinc in here, guys. Give me 1 minute, man. If you hear a little silence, it's because I'm gonna get my brother Other Zinc in here, man, to come in and chop up game with us real quick. But yeah, man, yeah, Other Zinc, man, you better not be no pony, dude. So let me get my brother Other Zinc in here right fast. You know, my brother Other Zinc in here right fast. Let's see. Yeah. Send my brother Other Zinc a link. All right. All right, Other Zinc probably got that link. Yep, Other Zinc, I sent it, brother. So whenever you want to come in, man, I'll chop up some game with you before I got to go. I don't go to work for a few more hours. So if Other Zinc wants to come in for a little bit, that's cool. Look at Rain cracking up. Rain, you crazy, man. Hey, let me tell y'all something about Rain, man. Rain be having me cracking up, dude. When he's on GWG and it's time for them to get the questions, you should see the girls. It's funny. You should when who was it? It was at one time, I think it was Infamous. She said, "No, we ain't doing that, Rain. We ain't doing that. We ain't going there, Rain. We ain't doing that shit, Rain. We ain't doing that. I ain't putting your question up. We ain't doing that, Zinc. I mean, we ain't doing that, Rain. We ain't doing that." I mean, they have me cracking up because I know it's funny as hell. Whatever it is, I know it's funny as hell. Oh, you did? All right, I'll send it again. Hold on. I think he messed it up. I'll send it again, man. Hold on. Give me a minute here. Let me send that again to our brother. I will send it again. Hold on 1 second. Get our brother Other Zinc in here, man. All right. I'll send that again to Zinc. All right, Zinc. Hey, brother, I sent the link again to you, man. So you should be getting it. Yeah, but you be having me cracking up, Rain. You be having me cracking up, bro. For real. Yeah, Rain be having me cracking up, man. The only way Other Zinc would be a pony is if he ran a a glue factory. My brother Unlimited. I'm kind of a little down about. I have to do a family thing. I really wanted to be there for my Christmas party on my other podcast, The Exile. I'm gonna try my best to slide in there, man. I have to get away. I'll have to get away and come in for just a quick minute. Say shout out everybody. Say what's up. You know, give my opinion and nominee of game. I would have liked to have won. You know, real quick. You know, I have to sneak and do it. You know, probably. You know, I'm gonna spend time with the family, but I'm gonna try to get. There's Zinc right there, baby, right there on deck. What's up, Zinc?
Hey, how's it going, man? You know what? I'm
What's
glad
up?
I'm not driving because sometimes, man, you just happen to, you at a stoplight, you look at the chat and you see Rain and you read his shit and it confuses you. It makes you laugh like a son of a bitch. Smitty Smith ain't no better, man. Sometimes I'm listening to another show and he'll say some wild shit that's accurate but funny as hell. And you just laughing down the street or you're in the gas station getting some coffee and you see this shit and you laughing out loud in the store, or gas station, or the grocery store, and you
Yeah.
laughing out loud, and people looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you crazy. You should be listening to this shit too. Hey,
Yeah.
man,
Right.
I apologize for. I'm gonna call out Other Zinc. The first one I'm gonna call out is Other Zinc. He ain't shit. I'm late to the show because I was over here cussing out Destin.
Yeah. That's in the Gary.
This dude, he have a show on now, dude. He is bitching at Microsoft, and you know something? Everybody is complaining, man. And I'm glad you said what you said when I popped on. We all say about the same things. We could be different. Like you guys really like a lot of indie games. Me, I like indie games, but I played so many games, man, since Pong in 1976.
Right.
My maturation has come a long way. And I really don't want, if I could go back and play an old game or play some of the newer um, indie games, but I've seen that before. I've seen it many times before, and like I tell people, if you want to see some bullshit, look up Adventure from Atari, on Atari 2600, and if you get a hold of it, try and play that shit and tell me what you think. We played that shit for months on end. We thought it was the greatest thing ever, but back to Destin and people hate, and like you said, we I'm glad we weren't fooled, and I was really thrilled when Unlimited wasn't fooled because I'm 54. You're older. He bought E-Rock's older. Uh, you know, he bought everybody's older, and if Unlimited would have fell into that trap, I would have been disappointed. I would have
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
very disappointed because people are mad at the marketing team for Xbox for not having much at the award show, at Jeff Keighley's Sony Kojima award show.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer knows we hate that damn show. He knows it. That marketing team knows it. You want proof? They didn't tell Jeff Keighley, and you could see the smug, awful look on his face when everybody that have an Xbox Series X.
Yeah. When
I
that
even
big hitter
heard,
hit him, right, Zink? When that big hitter hit him, man.
hey, Sega man, they dropped that Xbox Series X right on the top of Jeff Keighley's block ass head. He didn't know that shit was coming. And the fire hot chick that was hosting the show with him, she said, I didn't know it was coming, and I was there with her super fine ass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he knows that his real people don't watch that show. The only reason I knew what was going on in the show, I was playing the game, and I said, "Well, grown women gaming, they were they were running it. Rain G4 was running around in the comment section just clowning, and and I couldn't see it most of it because I had to go to an event that night, but I did see that part, some of that. So, and when I caught up with a little bit of it, I saw a little bit more. But I wasn't sitting there watching that show. But I
Yep.
caught the recap, and it wasn't nothing there I liked. But the thing is, Microsoft knows that's not our demographic. We don't want any part of that shit. We're not going to sit. The game, Jeff Keighley's award show is a big ass state of play.
Yep.
And here, Destin is over here talking all of this shit. And where was Spider-Man 2? Where's that gameplay? You know,
Yeah.
what game? I saw that one guy, and a lot of us here know this dude, Turboverse TV. He had a show. I guess Smitty Smith's boy, MBG. MBG finally realized that Sony don't have any first party games coming out right now.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 chance that Spider-Man 2 comes out. And then where's Wolverine? Here they over here hanging on. Destin mentioned Final Fantasy 16 coming to PlayStation. They don't own that.
Nope.
Yeah, and it's like Unlimited, and I like to pound Colin Moriarty, that idiot. You know, talking about organic. That's not theirs, Colin. It's not yours. Or is that how Colin was saying it? That's not your game. You know, Final Fantasy ain't this. So they relying on multiplats again. You
Right.
know,
Right.
and Destin preached about um, how bad this year was, and so I categorically stated to Destin, I said, Horizon Forbidden Entertainment was DLC and it was buggy. People said that its PlayStation games are quality. I said Gran Turismo 7 is Gran Turismo Sport DLC from 2017, and it has the most egregious microtransactions ever. But
Yes.
nobody talks about that. Ryan McCaffrey wrote a scathing article, I heard, about his disappointment that Microsoft didn't show anything at the Jeff Keighley Sony Kojima Awards show. He wrote a scathing article about it and was really pissed. Well, you remember when Ryan McCaffrey, just before Forza launched, or I think it was it was after Forza Motorsport 7 launched, and he berated the game about its microtransactions. It never had one microtransaction, not one.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't have one microtransaction. And when people said, hey, it don't have microtransactions, what the fuck is he talking about? Where are you at now, Ryan? Because Gran Turismo has $200 cars. And of course, I'm not playing this bullshit, but I'm glad somebody in this world was, I'm tied for second for who loves racing the most. And I'm going to give it to you and most of the guys in the chat will know Fuzzy Belvedere. He's on PTK's show. He plays the shit out of racing games. He
Yeah.
has like over 400 hours in Gran Turismo. And I actually ask him questions about what's in there, what's going on in there. So I know everything from somebody that's real like us that plays games. You know, tied for second is myself and my boy Zinc Griffin, where I got most of my name from. And we love racing games from when we play with the little racing, electric racing car sets, Tyco and AFX and things like that.
Yeah.
But Ryan McCaffrey never said anything about these egregious microtransactions of Gran Turismo. Destin had whole shows about DRM. Gran Turismo is 100% DRM. Dude, don't say shit about it. You
How
know,
much are those
and
cars, others saying? Wasn't there one like,
dude,
man,
it's $200 for a
what?
car. Hey man, I can't make this shit up, man. You know, so you have a ranging prices of things in Gran Turismo 7, and the newest car, like I said before, is a 2018 Camaro. And you trying to tell me this shit ain't DLC? Then they had The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us came out, I think the original one, a remake of an old ass game. Then God of War. The creator said that God of War was DLC,
Yeah.
was a PS4 game.
Yeah.
So what did they do new, Destin? And then and I told people before, and I put this in Destin's comment section. That's another reason Other Zinc ain't shit, because I should have been in here on the show. This is why I was late. I had to. I didn't see the icon pop up, but
Hmm.
I put on there, since Sony released all that DLC I just said. Microsoft released Halo Infinite content with the biggest content drop this month. Then Sea of Thieves had season 8 in their content.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon released Hot Wheels and more content. Flight Simulator has so much content, you should need a new terabyte card if you get that shit, is so big.
Yeah.
Grounded came out. You have all of this shit here, and that's not mentioning anything else. That's just 5 games.
Right.
And then you and I, we still playing Gears, and Destin tried to say Gears doesn't sell as much as God of War.
Yeah.
Let me
Whatever.
remind people what happened in 2019. The ultimate version of God of War, Gears 5, released, you could play it early if you bought that version.
Yep.
3.5 million people bought that game before the game released that Tuesday. After that, another 2.5 million people bought the game. And here's the catch. Phil Spencer said, I don't know why people bought the game like that, because it was in Game Pass.
Yep. I bought it.
I bought it too. So there's your 5 million God of War had, and we're still playing this game. And I ended it with Destin by saying, no one's playing God of War Ragnarok right now.
They're not even talking about it, Zink.
Not talking about that shit. And he said people not talking about Gears. He wants to talk about Gears. And I told Destin, I had a series of comments. I said, hey, Gears is $1 billion franchise. God of War came out before Gears, and it's still not $1 billion franchise, Destin.
Yeah.
It doesn't even register close to being $1 billion franchise. So what is he talking about? You know, Jim Ryan is telling you guys every single day. Shout out to Brazil, man. Not only do they have some of the most badass women on the planet, you just can't touch them because they might be drug affiliated with somebody or claimed by somebody to lose your life. So, you know, just look at them hot ass chicks from afar, you know, but and don't even go to Brazil because it's parts of their damn jungle that hasn't even been habited yet. Okay, people haven't even trekked in there. That place so damn dangerous. So stay the fuck out of Brazil. But I commend those guys because they put Sony on blast, dude. Jim Ryan had no idea that was going to be made public.
And now, other thing, did you know that Brazil is a big? They're a big diehard Sega fans and Xbox.
Dude, let me tell you something. So is Mexico. I was kind of upset with the goings on in the United States. So when Gears came out, I put a Puerto Rican flag on there. You remember how we used to have we could put the flag on Gears 4, our flag on there. Well, I put a Puerto Rican flag up there one time. For about a week. I put a Mexican flag up there for about a week, and I just kept flip-flopping. I didn't even think I put the Canadian flag up there because I was mad at, you know, it was a lot of things happening in the United States, especially with, you know, cops killing black people and nobody didn't want to do shit about it. So I avoided that flag. And dude, I had people trying to talk to me in Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck are they saying? And I'm like, why are all of these Spanish people coming into my game like this? I mean, I was flooded with them. And I just happened to look up and I said, oh, that's why I had those flags up there, you know, but that population was insane. And they really didn't care that I didn't speak English. Every time I turned my Xbox on, I was inundated with invites to play Gears Horde with those guys.
Yeah,
and of course, they're still my friends.
Diehard Gears fans, man. They're diehard Gears fans.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool, man.
You're right, Zink. I have some that are on that I have on my friends list too. That are on there, man. I found that out. Remember when they went? Yeah, when they went to Mexico. Remember they were filled there. Remember when Microsoft went there? They were filled in the audience.
Dude, that was
fans there, bro.
Dude, that was a party. I mean, you could see it was like watching 100 and them. Livewires was had a show one time, or we were in the comment section, and we were the only ones. And 100 was showing everybody at E3 having a good time.
Yeah,
and live, and it seemed like live when I read Livewire's comment, it seemed like, you know, when you were little and you were in trouble, couldn't go outside, and, you know, your friends outside playing football on the street, and, you know, you can't play because you fucked something up. And, you know, you have your face pressed on your bedroom window, wish you could get outside. It seemed like that's what Livewires was doing when he said, man, it looked like y'all having so much fun out there. And I commented, I was like, yeah, man, it looked like they kicking it out there. They were just having a good ass time. But that's how it looked in Mexico when Major Nelson and those guys were partying in Mexico. They were absolutely kicking it, you know.
I remember watching that show. I was hyped, man. That was an awesome show, man. That was an
Hmm.
awesome show, man. You
Yeah, it
know.
was. It
But
was.
Others Inc., man. Now you didn't watch the show either, and I know you heard things about the show, man.
Absolutely.
What would if you were to have your choice? Who would you want to have won, man?
For game of the year,
Yeah.
um, a Plague's Tale.
Me too.
I wouldn't have given it to God of War because it's the same thing, man. We want to see demos to say, "Damn, I got to play this." You know, it's like Colt Eastwood. I had it out with him and Fonz yesterday, but I commend those guys because we went back and forth. I mean, other people won't acknowledge it, or you know, bad blood will happen, and we really went at it yesterday.
Yeah.
But Colt Eastwood had he had some Halo footage before Halo Infinite came out,
Uh-huh.
and he stopped talking and he just let the gameplay go. And as I looked at that gameplay, I said, "Damn, I want to play that." When you playing God of War, when I'm watching God of War, and when I played it, nothing happened that said I want to play that.
Right.
When you see, and what
Yeah.
I'll challenge people to this, since they think God of War is so damn great and so revolutionary, play, put 5 minutes of the best gameplay of God of War Ragnarok up as you can find, and put any gameplay from Ninja Gaiden Black, and Ninja Gaiden 2 from the regular Xbox. Put that gameplay up there and
Man,
sit back.
fantastic
Eh,
game.
Yeah, and see, that's why I just can't play everything, because if you're not better than what I played in the past, it's no need of me playing. It's like us trying to, you remember all of those Pac-Man knockoff games that were out there? We ain't play that shit because it wasn't better than Pac-Man. You know, it's a lot of knockoff games that I just can't. Well, for me, I just can't play. Except for something like Need for Speed. I know it's not on the level of Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon 5. It's not. It don't rank up there with that. You know, um, but that's why I wouldn't have picked those games. And Horizon Forbidden West shouldn't have been up there, or as Unlimited says, Horizon Forbidden Entertainment.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why was that even nominated?
Right.
Saying, man. And then they had to stick a Nintendo game in there, but I'll shut up talking about that because I don't play Xenoblade.
Right.
I don't. I know it was a game out back in the day, but I don't play that game. And I think I forgot the others that was nominated. Oh, Elden Ring, that old ass game with no
Yeah.
story,
Elden Ring.
but story is supposed to be, this or that. But hey, I'll take their word for it. Like I took E-Rock's word for it that he was all gassed up about A Plague's Tale. I wasn't, and you guys know I wasn't. And as I played, I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But when I found out I could do things on my own, and though the game is linear,
Yeah.
I could arrive at killing somebody or not killing somebody my way. And when you could do those things, that's when I'm in your game. That's when you got me. When you could do multiple things, outside of the game, like Halo. No one will ever complete Halo the same way because you're not going to fight the same way. You're
Yep.
just not. The same things are not going to happen. During that game. Like I used even way back in the day, my cousin and I we played the hell out of some games growing up in the 70s. So Halo CE came out, and we talked about it after, we beat the game. And I said, yeah, man. And when I jumped in the Scorpion tank, it was awesome. And he said, what? He, he said, you could drive that tank? I was like, yeah. I said, you didn't drive the tank? And he was like, I never got in that tank one time. He
Oh.
said he didn't know he could do it. And so after that, I talked to him a month later, because we married and life is going on, kids and things wilding out.
Yeah.
And so I talked to him about a month or two later. He was like, dude, that Scorpion tank is amazing. And he had beat the game like 10 times after we had that conversation because of that damn Scorpion tank. You
Oh, so
know,
he didn't even know you can he didn't even know you can drive it, huh?
no, and that's how multifaceted Microsoft games are. And just like we have Tuckmaster's favorite game that he's waiting on, Forspoken. I watched your boy RDNA 3 play a little bit of it today, and
Yeah.
it's a faster paced um, Horizon game with nothing in the world, at least to start out with.
Yeah.
I mean, you running around this place and it's nothing there. But with the Xbox games, it, Gears is multiple ways to play the game. Halo, multiple ways to play the game. Sea of Thieves, multiple ways to play the game. Flight simulators all over the place, and these are just the games we're talking about now. Forza Horizon is ridiculous. You could ride with a convoy of people in that game. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
it's this guy Stevie O that I follow.
Yeah.
It's always something new this dude is doing with this game. It's the replay value that gets me. And people talking about $70 games. Let's get at that.
Yeah.
70 what
Yeah.
what's worth $70, to people. To me, $70 means everyone has something to do. You have
Well,
a single player, you have a campaign co-op, you have multiplayer, you have horde mode, you have firefight, you have those convoys, all of this stuff you could do in this game. You could posse up with your crew on Sea of Thieves. You could roll with people in Grounded. I mean, it's there are many ways to play a game. And when you could have, like me, I ain't shit no more in multiplayer. I'll get my ass beat. Okay. My kids proved that. My daughter went in first place. My
yeah.
son is just elite,
I
going
bet.
32-0 and shit like that, 32-5. And here
Yeah.
I am 15-15, 12-15. To me, that's not good enough, you know. So, I mean, I'm just not that quick anymore. So that's out of my league. So I play firefight, I play horde mode, or I play the campaign or campaign co-op. But the point is, it's something to do with every game you play. There's not one dimension like God of War. There's one way to play the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's another
So
thing. Others think you're a gamer. We're all gamers in here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't see honestly, paying $70 for a video game, physically or digital. That's just, in my opinion, is just story based, and it's a one and done. I want more for my money, like you said, the online, like we have with Gears, like Horde,
mhm,
Escape, Versus, the DLC you get. I think if you add more to the game, like it'll bring more gamers in to actually purchasing if they want to purchase the game or Game Pass. If they want to purchase it, it has to be more to it, not just a game you beat in, let's say, I don't know, 6-7 hours.
mhm,
I don't think it validates a $70 price hike, in my opinion. It has to add something added more to it, like online play, where you could play with your friends, where you could play
mhm.
together, where you could play a horde like kind of mode, in the game, because it keeps the game fresh, it keeps it going, and you're getting the value for your buck. Correct?
Correct. It's like you walking into Walmart. You have everything there. You have everything from hygienical products to automotive. You have everything there. Do I buy my clothes there? No.
Yeah.
Do I buy my suits there?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
But I do buy if I'm in construction, I'll buy my those work clothes there,
Right.
there or Menards. I'm not gonna walk around with some expensive shit on like a stupid ass and waste money,
Right.
you know. But it's multiple things there. That's why it's my favorite store you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But like I don't play Elden Ring, but I haven't seen this name before. Uh, AJ Crawler,
Oh. Oh,
34DA.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't play Elden Ring. I watched it, and I know it's multiple things you could do. Like he says, Elden Ring won because it did what other games didn't. That was draw in people who normally wouldn't play it. It changed the way Souls games will be going on from here forward. And I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody hyped up. What's that first game? They had Bloodborne. Bloodborne is bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
it is a cheap ass, buggy, uh, Ninja Gate, slow moving Ninja Gate. And that game was garbage, dude. It was straight garbage. That's why they didn't make another one. You know, I watched Kid Smooth kill this monster because of a glitch that he hacked them through the stairs or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, live on air. And Kid Smooth kept exploiting it too. Because, you know, he was like, fuck this, I'm gonna beat this dude right here because he couldn't get, get out. So, you know, that buggy ass game. But I get that. And, with AJ saying that, that's why I like Halo Infinite. And I told this story before. I like to play Halo Infinite by going saving the Marines, and then you have 5 or 6 of these dudes running around with you, right?
Yeah.
And then you could give them the weapon you want. You could have all sniper rifles, all rocket launchers, you know, or you could have sniper rifles and rocket launchers, or whatever weapon you wanted to use, right? Well, I was running up this mountain. Uh, Somebody, one of the elites or whatever came by in a banshee, was shooting at me. I kept running, fell into a cave. I fell down into this cave,
Hmm.
and there were enemies down there. I was lucky to make it out of there. So I came out after I killed them. I came out around the bottom of that mountain, and I ran up to the top. I was just about to get killed again. Female from the crew that I picked up, she shot the Banshee out the air with a sniper rifle. And I knew it was a sniper rifle because you could hear it, you could hear the
Yeah.
crash.
Yeah.
And she said, "You need some backup, Chief," right after she killed it. And as she killed it, it broke up and a piece of the ship fell down, hit me, and I died anyway.
Man.
Okay. Now see, that's gameplay, dude. But this shit is going on all of the time. Now
Hey,
see, that's revolutionary gameplay, where all of those situations can happen. But go
hey,
ahead.
hey, Zink, man, that's another thing. I gotta give my hat out and give a shout out, honestly, to the women gamers, because I had that happen to me in Gears. I was I think it was a verse team, and this girl, man, she was phenomenal, phenomenal player. And I also came against one also that was on a team with me when I was playing. I think it was an earlier Halo. I think it was Halo back in the day in 360. It was Halo 3 or one of those. She
Mhm.
was phenomenal, bro. They were calling her names, calling her all a kind of like degraded names because she was whipping their ass, bro. She was got good. You know what I
Yep.
mean? She was
Hmm.
really, really good. And then I got to talk to her, and I talked to her for a little bit. I think she was from Canada, or she was from somewhere, but she was actually on a girl. She had a girl
Hmm.
a Halo clan she was in. They were like these really good players. I don't know if she went like worldwide, but she had like a team, like a clan that played Halo. All these girls, and she was that good, bro. I mean, she was really good. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
She
Some of
saved
them
my
are,
ass a
dude.
few times.
Yeah, some of them are. I remember we were playing. I don't, damn, I want to say it was Project Gotham. It was one of the online games from earlier. I want to say it was Project Gotham. We playing online, dude. I couldn't. I think it was 8 of us. I couldn't get closer than fifth, and it was always this girl in the top three,
Yeah,
or my boy's son that was 10 years old at the time, and he did sound like a girl. Boys growing up, they have that high pitched voice, and our voice don't change for a while, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, and he never said anything. Okay, but his father wasn't playing. I was playing with him, and we were all linked up, but we're playing, with people from wherever they were from. And so for the first time, he said something, and it was when you could disguise your voice, and it was like, "Dude, stop disguising your voice like a girl." And I chimed in. I was like, "No, man, that kid is only 10 years old. That's my boy's son." And he just don't say anything when he's playing with adults or people he don't know. And he was like, "Oh man, I apologize. I apologize." And that girl's like, yeah, I thought he was disguising his voice too. And everybody went back to playing. Seriously, we played
Yeah.
for another 4 hours, just
Yeah.
that crew racing. But this girl was so good, I couldn't get nowhere close to them, but
Yeah,
I
man.
played the game all the time. But that's just the way things are. Dia said something here.
Yeah, Dia, she said, Zinc, I wish you had that recorded. I would have loved to have seen that.
Well, hey, Dia, welcome to the club. Now, I'm going to call Dia out for the first time ever.
What's up, Dia? How are you? Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna call D out. I can't say she ain't shit because she's a female, so I'll say she's some
Yeah.
garbage right here. Because
Uh-oh.
now, yeah, because see, D, I would have had it recorded because I would have said Xbox record that. You remember
Yeah.
that shit with the
Yeah.
Connect?
Yeah. I remember
Can't
that.
do that shit now.
Nope.
Now you have to find a button to
Yeah.
record that or whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
really not thinking about that now because it was real easy to say Xbox record that because I would have put that shit up everywhere. It was amazing, dude. It was really, really amazing. And I know, Dia, it's not your fault that the Connect ain't here. And that's one of the problems that I have with Xbox. They listen to communities too much. And I said this to Major Nelson. I said, you guys not need to stop listening to the community because the community that really hates on things, they're just PlayStation fans in disguise.
Yeah,
Those are
man.
not your true fans, and it's a legion of them, and they cause people to hate good products that you guys put out. And slowly they're getting away from that because they were relying too heavily on people. And I berated them ever since Halo Infinite started getting dogged out. I said, will you please stop saying when products are coming? Because you remember crap started this. Roadmap, roadmap, roadmap. We need a roadmap. We need a roadmap.
Yeah. I
So,
remember that.
so Joseph Staten from 343 started updating us damn near twice a month of what's coming, what's coming, what's coming.
Right.
The biggest drop for Halo happened either this week or last week, and nobody knew it because it was supposed to be coming 4 months from now.
Was that new
And
maps and stuff like that?
I think it was new maps.
Forge or
They
one
had
of them?
no, not Forge. Forge was coming, and we knew Forge was coming, but this is a couple weeks after Forge dropped,
Oh, okay.
and it had a couple. It had new of everything. It had new player list. It had all of this stuff, and I'm listening to some of the Halo YouTubers that I didn't delete because I deleted a lot of Halo YouTubers that I really liked when that Bonnie Ross stuff happened. I just couldn't take it. So I deleted their ass. And my boy Ramo likes to say Control Alt Delete, meaning it's a possibility they may never come back again. But the few that I listen to now they're saying what I told Major Nelson months ago. Stop telling them things because people don't appreciate you telling them everything. They don't appreciate it. They're like spoiled ass kids. So this one, I think his name is Footed Ghost. He said this was a total surprise and they loving this shit, loving it. We didn't know it was coming, and I'm glad they listening. But I'm really candid when I tell Major Nelson something. And my
Yeah.
hair is even though I have a bald fade, my hair is down when I'm talking to you guys. But when I'm talking to them, I have my hair up. And I'm speaking to them in an educated manner to let them know that I'm just not some crazed ass fan that when we get on chats like this, we blow people up and call them out. I talk to them in a legible way. But I'm glad they stopped talking to people, man. They should just stop. And like Phil Spencer, they people want to say Phil Spencer looked stupid in the crowd because he had nothing there. I say Phil Spencer looked gangster. You know how the old gangster movies when somebody is acting a fool and the old gangster's just sitting there not saying shit. Speak softly and carry a big stick. And those jokers in walking on plastic 2 days later. Hey, what you say? I heard you talking all that shit. Standing on plastic, knowing they're about to get their brains blown out. That's what Phil Spencer is doing. He was sitting there, it's like, yeah, Sony, y'all gonna be standing on plastic. Jeff Keighley, you too. We're not showing y'all shit. And then people complaining about what we didn't show. Dude, they, they showed us videos to all of our things. We know what's coming. We know what Redfall looks like. We know it's going to have campaign co-op, drop in, drop out, campaign co-op. We just had a 2.5 or almost 3 hour interview with Todd Howard. We
Yeah.
know what's
I need to
coming.
check that out.
Yeah, no, okay. I don't know if you can listen to things at work. That's why I listen to
Yeah,
so
I
many
can.
shows, man. And sometimes I can't hang out with the guys, Emmanuel and Smitty and Dia when I see them in the chat and Rain and those guys. Uh, I can't, hang out with them because I'm doing something, but I'm listening in, you know. But they showed us you could listen to these podcasts, man. That's when I listen to the long ones. When I have a lot of work to do, I'm just listening in. Like Hogue Law had that almost 7 hour podcast about the Activision acquisition.
Yeah.
Sega Man, I literally listened to every second of it.
I bet.
I listened to every second of it. And it was one point I wrote the time down and I went back to it because it was so detailed. I wanted to listen to it again, and
Yeah.
but to me, that listening to whole about this is educational for me. Because that's my field. My field isn't law, but my field is business. And of course I had business law. And that's right along. It's like being re-educated, man, going back to college,
Yeah,
I
man.
graduated college over 30 years ago, but it's more education for me. And I like hearing stuff like that, man. I really, really like it. So I'm glad somebody legit like Hogue, even though you could tell when Hogue gets off on, what he likes personally, and he could separate personal things from factual things, like he likes Death Stranding. Game is a piece of shit. And one of the
I heard that
so-called
game is so weird, Zink.
oh my goodness, it's so boring too. And like somebody, one of the fake Xbox YouTubers said, Sony even showed Death Stranding. Dude, nobody asked for Death Stranding too. Who asked for that shit? So yeah, man.
Hey, Zink, is she on Xbox?
I believe so. I know she don't want to put her
Their gamer
because
tag
people
up.
are stupid as shit. So
Yeah.
we'll get Dia on our. I had the rest of these guys on my friends list, but yeah, people too stupid to have a
You ever played?
female
Oh,
on
she
this show.
probably. Dia, what is she? She probably plays Halo and stuff, huh?
I have no idea, man. I just know Dia is a rough rider. That's all I know.
Well,
That's
welcome,
all
Dia.
I
I'm
know.
glad she's here because
Me
I'm gonna
too.
be honest with you. It's always us brothers, gaming brothers, but it's good to see her in the chat. Honestly, to be honest with you, I welcome more to come in and give their opinion because a lot of, there's a lot of that out there in the gaming community that they don't accept women gamers, but I do. They're part of the community. They're part of gaming. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. I'm welcome her to always come on our shows. You know what I mean? And give her opinions and stuff like that. She has very good opinions. She seems like she's a really good gamer, man. So that's cool to have her in here with us, man. That's awesome.
And then when you have a daughter, you know how rough it is, and like I still to this day have to pick my daughter's friends, and she's in college, But when she was little, I wouldn't let her talk. I wouldn't let her talk at all, and she only played with us, my
Yeah.
boys, their kids, that was her circle. But
Yeah.
now I expanded it a
You're
little
welcome,
bit.
Dia. Yep.
Yeah, I expanded it a little bit, and but you always think, hey, it's like our parents told us, hey, treat others how you want to be treated, especially because, dude, don't do nothing to my sisters, dude, or you're gonna wind up missing. Okay.
Yep.
Period. Okay. So my daughter is worse, of course. My mother is 10 times worse. And so now you see people playing and you just treat women differently, period. I don't care what society says, no, we're the same. No, fuck that. You we're all role players. Women have a role, we have a role.
Mm-hmm.
I don't treat them the same as I treat you or others. I'll always give them leeway, big time leeway. But at a certain point, it's a cutoff point where, all right, you're gonna have to cut this out. Give them a shot. But yeah, that's why I listen.
That's what's up, bud. She said I have a Series X and a PC and Game Pass. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what's up.
But that's one of the reasons I listen to grown women gaming, because they ladies, but yet they cuss your black ass out, and like one time they called something. I think Smitty Smith and everybody was in there that day. They called some baby a demon baby, and
what?
Yeah, it was a some game, and they called it a game or something. They called it a demon baby, and I was like, well, I don't think I'm gonna comment on that, because we're not allowed to call anything a demon baby, because we can't have no kid, right? And it was the funniest thing, man. In the chat, we was like, we staying out of that. We're not gonna pile on that one, Y'all women, y'all had that shit over there. left
That's
that
cool,
shit alone. Yeah, it was
That's
funny as hell.
She said she loves first person shooters, Zink.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man, people hating on Call of Duty. I know we don't, like I said, I know we don't play it anymore. But from everything I saw about that game, when I have time, I can't wait to play it. I would have nominated that shit for Game of the Year too.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is again. Sega, man, it's so much to do in that game. It's so much to do in that game, and that's what you want for $70. Hey, I'm glad we got back to that. These jokers pay $70 for Returnal.
Yeah, I know.
They paid $70 for the 17th iteration of Ratchet and Clank. You paying $70 for these games. Those games not worth that. One way to play Horizon. I'd almost give it up to Gran Turismo, because Gran Turismo is such a long staying power game.
Yeah.
But you can't play it offline though. You can't play that campaign offline, no matter what you do. But Destin won't bring that up. But you paid $70 for this. At least Halo gave you part of the game for free if you chose,
I tell you what, Zink, back in the day, man, I'll tell you this real quick story. Back in the day, this dude, I used to know this dude, his name was Tone, and he had a regular PlayStation. I had a Sega Saturn at the time, and man, he used to always make fun of me. Oh man, Gran Turismo is better, because we're both in the racing games. Me and you were both in the racing games. So he had Gran Turismo 1, and I played the shit out of Daytona USA on Sega Saturn, and what is the other one? Sega Rally.
Oh yeah, I had Sega Rally, dude. It's in the garage.
Yeah, he always swore, man, why you keep playing that Sega Saturn, man? The graphics is butt and all this and that. I said, bro, I don't care what you say, man. I appreciate you like your Gran Turismo, but I like the Sega racing games, man. That was my favorite. I played the Gran Turismo with him. I said, yeah, that's cool, man, but I still prefer my Sega racers, man. He's like, oh, you're lying, man. Gran Turismo is the best. I said, in your opinion, all right, bro. To you, it's the best, but in my opinion, Sega Daytona USA and Rally is my best, man.
Daytona 2.
Yeah.
You remember when it came out, and the second version came out, and if you hit too many things, your car would catch on fire?
Yeah.
Dude, we were at Dave and Buster's in Chicago, and they had like 8 machines lined up, 6 or 8 machines lined up.
Yeah.
For Daytona 2. Man, dude, we were playing this game, and he just happened to be in the car next to me. So we racing, and we passed the dude that was on fire. And and we were in a battle, right? So when you're in a battle in the arcade, you really can't, your attention span has to stay on the game. You have to pay attention. But I was like, damn, did you see that car on fire? He was like, yeah, I saw that shit. We kept driving. So after it was over, we looked for the dude because Dave and Buster's is this really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And the dude was drunk as hell. And so after the match was over, he was slurring. He's like, dude, man, my car caught on fire. I'd have whooped y'all ass. It was the funniest shit in the world. Smitty Smith at it again. He gave Dia a nickname because that's why I call Smitty Smith hashtag the Book of X. And Dia's official name now is the First Lady of Chat.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
So we're gonna have to put that shit down there. Now it's gonna be longer to greet Dia because of Smitty Smith's ass.
Yeah. Yep, man.
Yeah, man, but those arcades were awesome. I was gonna say something else to you. That's what's
you remember? Hey, I'll tell you this, Zink. You probably remember this. Remember when they brought out for Sega Saturn? Yeah, guys, we're going on a little bit of an old school real quick. Remember when they brought out the Sega Saturns out, and they had that one good fighting game everybody loved called Fighters Mega Mix?
I was just about to say Fighters Mega Mix.
You remember that? And then you could be the car, and the car
you could be the Daytona car. You could be the Daytona car. Man, that was the greatest game, dude. I got that too. Like Unlimited had his show yesterday with all of his killer ass setup.
Yeah, and, you see that?
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Him and TK9, dude, they have a wicked setup, man.
Yeah.
And TK9 got all these damn controllers, and I know Unlimited has some controllers too. And I'm just sitting back there looking at these young jokers. I'm like, dude, if I was that age, I wonder what I would have had,
Him and you're right. I don't know TK, but you're right. TK. And you know who else has a lot is Hebot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you too.
A lot of that dude.
Yeah, Hebot probably has statues everywhere and shit because he's always doing some, some statue character, action figure that he have doing a show about that shit.
Well, you're right, Zink. When I went down to Jersey with my family. And I actually got to finally meet Hebot. And then when he invited us all over.
It looked like y'all were having too much fun too.
Yeah, man. It was if you were to go in his house, it's like a kid in a candy store. The statues, the figures, all that stuff. I mean, it was unbelievable. It actually looked like a store for statues and toys and stuff like that, because that's how much stuff that he's a diehard collector of that stuff, bro. He is. I think he was actually if you told me before in the past, he was in a documentary. I think he had a little short part about the documentary about He-Man, and I think Hebot was part of that. Was part of that documentary. But man, it's. Then he took me and showed me his son's room. Man, it looked like a miniature GameStop in each room. Because the games that his kids have it was phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. All the games and stuff that they all have together, phenomenal, bro. He bought definitely, and don't even let me get into the tennis shoes and the sneakers he had. My God.
Yeah, see, I had to trim some of that down, but like my Jordans, those mugs in the laundry room, I wear them. Whenever I wear them, which is maybe once or twice a year, maybe. And I take them off, put them back in the paper, put them back in the box, stick them right in the laundry room. Just stick them right in the laundry room.
Man, you should have seen my son, my kids, their face. Oh man, when they seen all them shit, man. Oh man, he had like Sprite, Uno, White Tower. He had all these different types of Nikes, bruh. I mean, all different types of company, and ones I didn't even think they had. Maybe Dunkin' Donuts, something. He had all this stuff, man. I've never ever seen that in my life, bro. I knew they have specialty tennis shoes, but he bought, man. Let me tell you.
And then when you lucky and you live, Nike Town is 40 minutes away. You can see what's new all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's but after a while you had to stop. getting all of that stuff because kids got more and more expensive, start playing more and more sports. And when you
Yeah.
pay $400 for a softball bat, it make your hair stand up. And I'm like, oh shit. It's it's just a different ball game. And then when your daughter wants some retro Jordan cleats, steel cleats to play in for $160, but she's dope though. So, you get what you want. But yeah, some of that have to dial it back. Smitty Smith says something. I can't find it.
Is it later on in the chat or before?
Yeah, he said something that was important too that we were talking
He
about
said
earlier.
Fighters Mega Mix was fire.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one, and it was fire. But he said, "Damn, I can't find it." But in short, he said
What did
it
it have to
was
do with?
up a little bit. I had it. I
This
remember
one?
it.
Is it this one?
It was about basically Xbox spoiling us.
Xbox have been
Oh, there it
giving
is.
folks bangers for their buck on video games since the inception of the OG Xbox.
Correct. And that's what I'm talking about. I said that on the show. I think either you and I were hanging out or Unlimited, we were hanging out, all of us. And
Yeah.
I said I always felt games should be $20 for the single player, $20 for the campaign co-op, and $20 for multiplayer. That's how what I said $60 games should amount to. And that's bang for your buck right there. And now it's even worse. Okay. But people are spoiled now. Now they expect these things. Meanwhile, Sony is not expected to rise to the occasion. It was once upon a time Ford had their Model T, it didn't have a roof.
Yeah.
You know what? It got a roof. Then they had windshield wipers. Now everybody have windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything evolves. Why hasn't Sony games evolved? They haven't evolved yet. Why is Kratos still running around with a companion? No co-op. I watched your favorite guy, RDNA3, do Forspoken, and before I got a call this morning. I'm watching a girl run around and somebody's talking into her ear again. Where's the campaign co-op at? But yet you want to bitch at Microsoft for not having campaign co-op at launch. You got it now, but people want to forget that the pandemic, the COVID-19, shut everyone down for a minimum of a year and a half.
Yeah.
And on a game as big as Halo, and now everybody's working from home, instead of just walking up to somebody's cubicle and say, here, change this. How do you want to do this? No, it's harder now. Everyone is not there working together anymore. So, but they're the only ones that get ridiculed, them and Cyberpunk. And the only reason Cyberpunk got all of this hate was because it ran like shit on that PS4, PS5, PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
And you got a new movie coming out, man. It's based off of an old movie. It's called Gods Can't Jump.
Hey, you shouldn't have said that. And like somebody said the other day in another show, I think it was E-Rock. I don't know. E-Rock in the 100 show the other day. That shit was so funny. Saturday when E-Rock and was on with 100 live wires and then that shit was hilarious this Saturday.
Yeah. Is that
my goodness.
Was that the show with Techno Blast?
It was what?
I think it Techno Blast and E-Rock on Day One podcast with 100 Saturday night.
I don't know what the other guy's name was. But
Techno
yeah, E-Rock jumped in here. Yeah, that's right. That dude was on there. He was good too. Yeah, that was this Saturday, man. That shit was funny. But hey, remember the game Pitfall, Harry?
Yep.
That was an action game. He could jump.
Yeah.
Why can't Kratos jump in 2022? This dude cannot jump and nobody is saying shit. And here's the thing. That's an element of the game.
Yeah.
You just took away an element of the game. Just imagine if the Master Chief, they were bitching about Master Chief running. We don't want him to run.
I know.
I'm like, what are you talking about? It's the evolution of the game. If you took the jump button out of Ninja Gaiden, that takes away half of your attacks well, not half of them, but a lot of your
Oh
attacks
yeah, heck yeah.
that you could do, jumping, running along the wall. I'm like, man, come on, dude. And people just act like that. That's not nothing when you that's the take hey, that's like when they took when you couldn't dunk in basketball before we were born.
Right, right, right.
When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar created that deadly ass sky. If it weren't for them taking away the dunk, Kareem wouldn't be shit because he wouldn't have developed that sky hook.
It's good. 108. Yeah. Your boys in here, 108 Dragons, bro.
What's up, 108? Yeah, he was on jumped in on Sean's show talking a whole lot of shit this
Yeah,
past Friday.
108 says he's very like if you watch 108, like he does his podcast, which is pretty good podcast too. It's a great podcast. But when he does his videos, he's very animated. Like he makes you say stuff. Like after he did that one video, I said it, 100 was saying it. When he was saying, when you can get these great games at a cheap price, where do you go? Game Pass. And that's stuck in my head. I'm at work. Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It just stuck in my head.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's stuck in my head. And I'm like, man, you got me saying that. Everybody starts saying it like that because it's true. When he was talking about Game Pass, my brother 108, it's true.
108 is like a couple of my boys. For real, it's like 3 or 4 of them. But the 2 that I talk to most of the time, like every day almost, they buy everything.
Oh, 108, man.
And that's why I have access to everything. I'm not buying it.
I want that damn Gears gun.
Yeah,
man,
I have that Gears gun.
That. I'm like, man, I want that, man. And I looked online. That shit's expensive as hell. I couldn't get it,
Damn
man.
right,
I do want that prop.
That shit expensive as hell. Yeah, man. But he get everything like my boys. And one of my boys, he was pissed. He was like, I'm not getting God of War 2022. I was like, what? I'm like, yes, you are. He was like, no, it's the same thing. And he was yelling at me. He said, it's the same damn thing. That's the Puerto Rican dude I tell you about, where his wife make this killer rice. But he was like, it's the same damn game, man. It's the same game. He's like, I'm looking at this shit. Look at it. And of course, he's at his house. I'm at mine. He's like, look, it's the same shit. But yeah, they get everything.
Yeah, I remember 108 a long time ago. He debated some dude on. I don't watch Z no more. I don't hate Z. I don't. He's still a brother. I don't hate him. He does what he does. But when he debated that one toxic dude, in my opinion, 108's won that debate. I forgot the dude's name. I forgot his name, but I mean, I think Z had him on a few times. He like disappeared. But he lives where 108 lives. I don't give out people's things, but he lives where 108 lives. And one was like, I can see you if I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, he won that debate, man, because I was like, man, 108.
Oh, Porter Rock, he said. If it's Porter Rock, of course he won that debate.
Was it Porter Rock? It might have been.
That's what 108 just said. And same thing with Next Gen. Next Gen, of course, I'm about to say something stupid and I don't mean it. Next Gen saved our lives, dude. Because in 2013, the propaganda was so hard. And we were so excited that what you could do with that Xbox. And man, we were fired up. And, the next day comes and the media just
he said Porter Clown.
It is Porter Clown. And the media just destroyed Xbox. I'm like, what is going on? And all I could think about is the Xbox guys saying you can buy one game and share it with 9 of your friends. That's all I could hear. I couldn't hear. I was like, what? This is insane. But they were all jumped on DRM, all of this bullshit they went after, right?
Yeah.
And the price of the Xbox. One thing they should have did, they should have made an option of where you could take that the device, the Kinect out. But with that being said, I'll take that Kinect device in there if I could only play for one game and share it with 9 people, dude. So, but my boys, I'm like, and I said, damn, it's everywhere. I said, everybody on the internet is destroying Xbox. And then the Puerto Rican guy, he was like, Dude, his name is Ramon. He was like, hey, it's this one guy, him and my boy Zink Griffin. He's like, hey, um, they have this one guy named Next Gen 720. He don't hate Xbox. So we started listening to him.
Yeah.
So, but today, Next Gen, he'll tell you, we out here for the foolery and the fuckery and the capping and the cooning. So
Mhm.
you don't know what you're gonna get whenever you walk up in there. Okay. So, but when it get to too much bullshit, Next Gen is like, nah, no, that game's some dog shit. When they talk trying to hype up a PlayStation game, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
But then Post Up and Mellow come in there and smooth shit out.
Are
And
them dudes, hey Zink, are them dudes, they still on? They still do podcasts?
yeah, Post Up had a show Saturday, but he don't do it consistently, so randomly it'll pop up and I don't see it, and I'll jump in there. He even made me a moderator in this chat. But Post Up, he still speak the truth, and Mello and the other guy Noah.
Who's that? Is that a new dude?
Now Noah is the one, Post Up made that song. It, it's actually in it's actually in my top 10 songs of all time. Uh, where it Post Up and say, I kill a nigga with gloves on him, and I did it off GP. I'm gonna show you how to wild on him, beat a nigga and style on him.
Oh yeah.
You don't have enough stripes out here, homie, to call foul on him. Man, hey, when that song is going on, I'm jumping all over the basement getting fired up. I wish I played bad. I wish I was back in college because you have your theme song and you getting fired up in your apartment or rather whatever, getting ready to go to the stadium to play. that would have been in my damn rotation, man. The great song he and Noah made with Z chiming in on it. But that's a great ass song. But yeah, Post Up, he still has a show.
And what
But
happened
if I
to they had another dude on there. I don't know if people liked him that much. I think his name was Nethos. Nethos?
Nethos, yeah, Nethos is an excellent Halo guy, but I got really angry at Nethos when he fell into that Xbox hating
Okay.
stuff that was Halo Infinite hate. I got really mad at him when he was on Dirk Griggity's show. But Nethos is all right. He's all right. I just got
So
I didn't
he
like
was a
I really
Halo
don't
dude.
like that Halo hate, dude.
Was he a Halo dude or
He still is.
Oh, okay.
He still is. He's a Halo playing dude. He could play the game. But I just and he knows some of that a lot of the Halo lore, which is where
Okay.
I'm at. I'm
Yeah.
fascinated by the Halo lore and people talking about story. I'm looking at the latest Halo encyclopedia right now. But
Dragon said Nethos is fake.
oh shit. Well, I'm gonna stand down
I'm gonna go
then.
with 108. I'm gonna go with 108.
Hey, what hey, I'll stand down. If I get punched in the mouth, I'll stand down. I'm cool with that. I'm a reasonable dude. If I miss something, okay, I stand corrected. you know, shit, let me be corrected. But like I was about to say, because you wanted to interrupt me while I was about to say something about your favorite game, Uncharted.
Oh, come on.
Um,
Man, that game, man.
yeah, well, they say the story this, the story that. Where the book's at? Where the book's at to Uncharted? I'm like I said, I'm looking at the third iteration of the Halo Encyclopedia. This game has over 40 novels. Many of them
God
wound
damn.
up on the New York bestsellers list.
God damn.
So don't tell me about story and lore and all this shit. And like that gas, super fake gas 108 want to talk about fake people. You talk about gas, he is phonier than a $3 bill. Talking about the Halo story and Halo Infinite, it wasn't complete. Hey, the Halo story will never be complete. Okay. And like we didn't think there would ever be an enemy in video game history worse than a flood. And when Cortana told Atriox, we both know there are enemies out there worse than the flood. And
Yeah.
this was one of them. Come on, man. It's nothing worse than the flood. At least we didn't think so,
I
But
didn't
this
think so. I honestly didn't. I thought the flood was the
me
end all
too.
be all.
I thought they were it, dude. Ain't nobody worse than those cats. So, and then somebody tried to say the library was boring. The library, getting out of the library on Legendary,
Man. That shit
It's
was, dude, getting out of the library.
that was the most challenging shit on record, dude. And when you made it out of there, you could feel your heart racing getting the hell out of there. And the thing about it, it wasn't fake or they weren't cheating, you know? Like sometimes you have a boss that's cheating their ass off. No, dude, this if you can make it, you can make it. And hey, I'll shake your hand when you make it to the other
You be
side.
getting,
You
hey,
know?
Zink, you be getting torn up by the flood and the ball come by, be like, oh, hello. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
damn,
You call
you know,
that's what
messed
my
up.
daughter when my daughter couldn't play, that's what she called. Hey dad, what is that ball doing? That's the monitor 343 installation. Guilty spark.
I
Yeah,
kind of
man.
liked it. I kind of, when I first got into the Halo Zinc, I was brand new to it. Didn't know what it was. My mom actually found it for me somewhere, and she said, "You do
Hmm.
have that new Xbox game system, right, son?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well," she said, "I found this game called Halo. It says Xbox on." I said, "Yeah, I'll take it, mom. Just give it to me. I'll take it, and I'll give you the money when you come over." And when I tried it out, I wasn't into shooters then. I was playing basically Dead or Alive. When I first got my Xbox, I only got Dead or Alive. I couldn't really afford to really
Hmm.
get any other games. And then my girlfriend, she got me at the time. She got me the Bruce Lee movie. I mean, the Bruce Lee game that came
Hmm.
out for it. I still have that game, that Bruce Lee game that was out for the
Hmm.
original Xbox. I
Hmm.
still actually have that game. But when I got Halo, Halo was actually the game that actually introduced me and got me into shooters. It was Halo that actually got me into shooters. Now I'm into Gears. Gears is my favorite, all-time favorite. But
Hmm.
yeah, but Halo actually got me, Zinc, into shooters, man.
And see, and this is why this is why 108 just cussed me out up there and said, no, Neeples is fake. And I'm like, okay, if somebody legit tell me something, then I'm okay. Like, I know my electronics, but a couple of my boys know better than me. So before I buy a TV, I'll run it by my boy Zink Griffin or my boy Ramo. Hey, what should I get? Well, when Halo was coming out, when OG Xbox was about to come out, we in GameStop. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, that mug looked choppy as hell.
Oh
Halo. I'm
yeah,
like, I'm like,
oh
I'm
yeah.
not getting that. So my boys, Zink Griffin was like, no, that game is gonna be
Griffin
awesome.
Gaming.
No, no, you don't know him. That's his name, Zink Griffin,
Oh,
and
okay.
he was such a Nintendo guy, and we all were. We grew up together. I
Yeah,
met him when I was 6 years old. He was 8, and and we're still friends today.
yeah.
And he said he's more on the computer side, and he said no, that game is gonna be great, and that's actually where I got my name from. That's all I was about to say. His name was Zink Griffin. I call myself Other Zink. Even though I like Nintendo, he was liking Nintendo too much. So, and I think we were on EGM at the time when websites first started. So I was using his account, but I was such a Sega guy. He was such a Nintendo guy, and he was praising Nintendo. I'm praising Sega. I said, well, I don't want to ruin his name. So
Right,
I
right.
created Other Zink, you know,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's what, yeah,
All right.
that's what, and it's a metal on the periodic table, and that's why I like the name. So anyway, he said, no, Halo is going to be smooth. You looking at a prototype right now. That's not how the game is going to play. So I said, okay. So I got the Xbox. Wound up being my favorite franchise of all time. Even though you see me playing Gears all the time, Halo is my game.
Halo is
You
your
know,
game?
Halo is my game,
Yeah,
dude.
that's hundreds too, boy. You can't tell 100 nothing.
Can't tell me shit about it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't played Halo since I finished the campaign. Now I put like 400 plus hours in the campaign, but I'm waiting on Firefight. But you don't
Yeah,
see me running around out here with a chicken, like a chicken with my head cut off, bitching and complaining. But like a 108 Dragon tell the truth a lot of the times. My boy Zink Griffin tell the truth a lot of the times. That's why I could trust his word. So okay, I'm gonna buy this game.
right.
I bought the Xbox, bought Halo, and I didn't even play it for 2 days. I was just happy to get it because you remember we couldn't get it, right? I got mine at Meyer in a raffle just to buy it. And
Man.
I had a lot of people come by. I had my wife. put a ticket in there. I put a ticket in there. I had friends put ticket in there, my name, and they called me because it was only 1 of 12, but it was like 50 people around. And when they called my name, I was like, yes, I got the ticket. And then they called my name again and called my name again. And this one lady said, that's not fair that you put that many tickets in there. I said, Miss, I've been playing games nonstop since 1976. So realistically, I should have been the first one to get that game.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she looked at me. She's like, "Well, I guess you're right. This will be my son's first console." I said, "Well, I said, well, I'm glad you're a mom and you're that thoughtful and you have the opportunity to buy such a thing for a kid." I said, "I commend you for that." But I did. I told her, I said, "I do apologize for what I did, but this is what I do for entertainment." In so many words, I told the lady and walked on out of there. But I didn't act like an asshole and cuss the chick out, because I
Yeah.
have a mother. My mother did wonderful things for us, her and my dad. So I'm not gonna trip on her for, saying, "Hey, big black dude, you an asshole for doing this shit." You know,
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, Halo is just, what I never understood, Zink. I know I'm gonna get out of here in a little bit. I gotta go to work in a little bit, little while.
I should have been in this meeting an hour and a half ago.
I know, you know what, Zink? I never understood when Halo Infinite first came out. I know people had all kind of remarks about it and everything. And what I never understood though, as far as the story, I thought it was a pretty good Halo, man. I thought it was a pretty good Halo. I beat it from beginning to end. It's just something. It's a tradition thing. If it's Halo, any kind of Halo that comes out, I'm gonna beat that from beginning to end. I thought it was pretty good, but a lot of people had a lot of mixed feelings about it, man. So I mean, what did you honestly think about it? I thought it was pretty good. I thought they did a pretty decent job on the story of Halo Infinite, man. Did you think the same?
First of all, let me call out this sarcastic ass Emmanuel A1. He says, "Now we know the lore behind Upper Zinc." but anyway, man, and like Graphic God here says he loved Halo Infinite, and 108 said Halo was dope. Halo was absolutely fantastic, dude. If I didn't have so much to do, I I play Gears because I really don't have to think about it. I just play it and I don't have to listen.
Right,
I could
right.
barely listen for the rape. We call that guy that'll come up and grab us and rip our head off. We call him the rapist. I even forgot his damn name. They call him the rapist so much. So, but you just have to have the TV loud enough, or my case is stereo loud enough to hear when he's coming, you
Right, right.
know. And I'm listening to a podcast or something because I sometimes I don't have that much time. But when I have like 3 or 4 hours, I'll play Halo because I like listening to the story, and I loved it, dude. To me, nothing will ever pass Halo CE because it was the first. It was the first. But after that, the Halo 4 story, because I've always asked to know more about the Forerunners. They
Right.
brought us the Forerunners, dude. I couldn't appreciate that more. And on all when people talk about writing to Microsoft, and I remember 100 got mad at Hebot for saying, "Man, leave those guys alone." No, you ask them for something, they'll give it to you, but you just be polite in your request. And I always ask them to know more about the Forerunner, so they put it
Right.
in the game. And after that, Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is so fantastic because you could complete it so many different ways. And people want to say it's the same old Halo. Impossible. They made Halo vertical. They made
Yeah.
it vertical where you could jump out of a plane, grapple onto another one, punch somebody out of that, and fly that plane,
Yeah.
and then shoot the guy on the way down. Okay, that's gameplay, man. So, and then the story is fantastic. They delayed the encyclopedia because it was going to give away what was in the damn game.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Halo Infinite is the greatest controlling game ever. It beat out Halo 5. Well, I can't say it's the greatest because Destiny. I don't play it that much. I haven't played Destiny in a few years, but Destiny controls perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty controls perfectly. Halo controls perfectly. You know, you can't beat that. And for people that want to say Halo has desync issues, shut the fuck up. That's your internet. Okay? Because
Yeah.
if you want to see how precise that game is, watch Mint Blitz play this game multiplayer and how his ass jumping off a damn cliff, hitting people in their damn head. Okay, and see that's what, and I said on Mint Blitz show on in this comment section, I said, see, watching this gameplay, that's exactly why I don't play online anymore. You know, you run around the corner and your head get knocked smooth off. That's me. I'll be a statistic if I get caught in the scene like that, you know?
Yeah.
But the game controls so well. And even one of the best YouTubers, damn, I'm forgetting his name because I deleted his show, even though
True.
I say some Halo YouTubers' names. It's a good one too, man. This is short, British talking dude. I used to watch him all the time, and I actually learned a lot of the lore from him.
You say it was a British dude?
A British talking guy, man. He's excellent, excellent Halo lorist, and I'm forgetting this guy's name, but he had some things that he he beat Halo Infinite so many times, and he was having a run with this other guy, and he ran into a cave that he had never been in before. That's how big that game is.
Yeah.
And when somebody that plays the game every day for that long, have thousands of hours, and you ran into a new cave, that's what it was. They were doing a run to see how many caves they could find. And he found a cave that a couple of caves he had never been in. And he had played this game for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same guy that beat the game without getting into any vehicle. He used the grappling hook every single time. Now, see, that's what you're talking about when you say you could complete when I think it was Smitty or
Is this
Emmanuel.
is this his name here? Smitty put up?
Hidden Xperia is his name. That's why when y'all ask me, hey, where can we find you, other thing, is you can find me in the chat.
Yep.
Somewhere in the chat, because
Zink is
motherfuckers in the
on.
chat
Yeah, Smith
have
was Smitty Smith on point.
dude, Deploy 619. He's another one.
Yeah, deploy.
These
Yeah.
jokers, they have intelligent shit to say. And I appreciate that. That's like I wanted to get on 100 show, but the show was so fired, man. I put my feet up, I chilled, and I enjoyed the fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
I like hanging out in the chat. I was rocking with the people in the chat, hanging out there instead of being on the damn show.
Yeah.
I heard enough. Those dudes were killing it up there, man. I didn't need to chime in on that shit. They didn't need no help. They were smoking that show, you know. But those things, hitting Xperia and his wealth of Dr. Vaca and I, we get a lot of our knowledge from people like him, you know.
Yeah.
And the best one is Installation 00. That dude is something else. And to learn that Halo lore, man, it's like one thing I listened to. I'm forgetting it. I listened to it several times. It's about 5 hours long. I listened to it in segments. It was like a Halo radio show.
Oh yeah.
Hunt the Truth.
Hunt the
It was
truth. I never
Hunt the
even heard.
Truth.
Hey Zink, I never even heard of it.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Hunt the Truth is so freaking special. It is absolutely amazing. And every time I heard it, now, truth be told, I listened to this thing more than 30 times. And every time I hear something different, that's how deep the Halo franchise is and the
Man.
lore. Okay. And when you hear people say, oh, the story wasn't complete, hey, stupid ass, the story is never going to be complete in that game. It's just too big. But Hunt the Truth is it. It's truly fantastic. And it's a radio show and it's telling you the story. And it's this one Spartan named Ilsa Zane. And the way they describe her, if they ever put this bitch in the game, she's gonna be something else. And,
Yeah.
and she was she was a washed out Spartan that they created that didn't have armor. And she wiped out a bunch of ODSTs. They couldn't stop this big bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, man,
What do
there's a
you,
lot going on in there.
well, Zink, I know I know I gotta get out of here, but before I get out of here, since we're talking about Halo, they had the series that was on Paramount. Um, there's
Don't
gonna be
get
a
me
new one,
started.
right? Gonna be a new one, right? Gonna be another one coming out, right? So what's your expectations, man?
I watched every episode a minimum of 9 times. I think the one of the episode I watched a couple of the episodes I watched 13 times. People say it didn't have anything to do with the Halo lore. That's because you're not intelligent. Um, Kiki Wolfkill was on site. She's a Halo subject.
Yeah.
So I don't know why your dumb ass didn't think that it was. That show was 95% lore accurate. How they went about things and how they deviated from what actually happened in the game or in the books may have been different, but you knew the creators of that movie knew what they were talking about. The most egregious thing they did was damn, I'm forgetting it. Well, Master Chief came across this jackal,
Yeah.
but he wasn't a jackal. They made him this black dude that was crazy. That pissed me off because they already think we crazy anyway. That's why black quarterbacks ain't shit. But anyway, they made him this human when that was a jackal. It was supposed to be a jackal. But
Yeah.
I understand them not putting a jackal in there because a jackal will kill every damn body on that damn ship, except for Soren and the Master Chief. But everybody else gonna die. So I can understand them not doing that, but that was egregious at the same time.
And that
But
was
yeah,
what was the chick's name? That was the one that likes him. What was
Quan Ha, I don't know if she liked the.
that
You talk
little hot, sexy scene there? She's looking kind of sexy, man, when she was grabbing onto that
why
armor, bruh.
why
You know
in
what I'm
the
saying?
hell am I forgetting this
She's
girl's
the
name?
I forgot.
You got me saying Quan Ha, and I can't. I'm looking right at the blonde haired chick that got killed in the movie, but and people were mad that that the Covenant let a human into the fold,
Yeah.
and I said, but what as the show was going on, I said the Covenant are not going to recognize her. They're going to wind up killing her. They just
Yeah.
used her to get the artifact, and sometimes you have to, they are prisoners of war all the time. You have to use somebody with intel from the other side and keep them alive, and then you could kill them later,
Yeah.
until you get your information. And that's exactly how it happened. But dude, we can't get off on the tangent because you have to go to work. But I love that damn show, man, and I can't wait for the next one. I could go on for days talking about that show.
Now, and
I mean,
before we leave,
literally.
I'm looking forward to my all-time favorite shooter, the Gears show. I got a Gears show coming out on
Looking
Netflix,
forward
right?
to that too.
Yeah.
And that's the only, and I don't even have those things. I got Paramount Plus exclusively because of Halo. And wherever Gears wind up, I'll get that
I think
exclusively for
I
that.
could be wrong. I thought it was Netflix. It might not be.
It don't matter what it
It
is.
might not
Whatever
be.
it is, I'll be joining.
But
You
I
know,
gotta say something though. I don't know if people might agree with me, but I don't know about Bautista being
he
I
is
don't
Marcus
know. I
Phoenix.
don't know,
You didn't
man.
you didn't play Bautista in Horde?
No, I did play him in Horde, but isn't he supposed to be what's his name in the game? Damn. No, maybe I'm wrong. Isn't he supposed to be oh man, Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah,
He
but do
have
you
to.
think he fits the criteria? I mean, do you think he fits the character? You think he'll make the be like the character of
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see them getting anybody else. I mean,
yeah.
he's almost like what's his name? Hugh Jackman is to Wolverine. Can nobody else play Wolverine but him?
Oh, Emmanuel
He
said I
is.
agree, Sega man. I mean,
Oh,
we'll
he don't like
see.
him either.
I mean,
Damn.
I just don't see him as Bautista. I don't see Bautista as him. I don't know. Maybe they'll make him look be like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Bautista is big as hell, And I'll tell you what, Emmanuel, I don't know if you did it, Emmanuel, but Marcus has a skin that's Bautista in Horde. Play it.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, he's a wrestler, he's a big dude. Marcus is a big dude, you know.
yeah,
And he wants to play the part. It's like, remember, I think his name is Jace that Ice-T played.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hey, man, that was a smooth playing dude. And when he cussed, it was real, you
yeah.
know.
You
I
could tell
think it
that
was
was Ice-T too. That's because
yeah,
Ice-T, when he had that reality show out with Coco, because I used to watch that reality show, it showed him playing a lot of Gears, and they seen that, and then they
yeah,
found he was a
yeah,
big Gears player, so they made him a
yeah,
character in the game.
yeah, yeah. And they had him make a song. That song was not fire, but but it was okay. And now Emmanuel A1, I see what he's saying by saying it'll break the immersion of the game because everyone knows Bautista. That's the only thing. Everyone knows him.
Yeah,
And that would be like The Rock playing one of the characters. It would
yeah.
break the immersion. Now I could see it in that context, but other than that, man, he wants to be
What did what did Graphic
Marcus.
Bot put up here? There was rumors that I know that played
That
Master Chief
Pablo, yeah,
was
that's
the
Pablo.
Wolverine, was play Wolverine.
Oh,
Play
I don't
Wolverine.
know. I don't know. That's the guy. Pablo is the guy that played the Master Chief in the movie. But I don't know anything about that. But again, Hugh Jackman just ruined it for anybody else to play Wolverine because he looked like Wolverine.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm waiting to see who's going to play my main man, Coltrane.
that'll be tough.
That's going to be tough. Who can who can
That'll be
who
tough.
can who can look or play like can play Col? It can't be the original actor because you remember he was in he was an appearance episode of My Wife and Kids, and he
Oh
also
yeah, the voice actor for Coltrane.
yeah he was actually in one of the shows where he played his son's girlfriend's dad,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and
But
then he played in the movie with Eddie Murphy. He played in that one. What's that where he played all them characters and he played
oh
the
man,
woman. He played the woman that
yeah.
got him as a boyfriend because he
I,
liked the other
I'm
girl.
yeah, I'm forgetting that, but I know what you're talking about though. That was
But he
funny
was
as
in
hell.
that. He was his he was one of the the lady that liked him and kept him to herself. He played one of her brothers in the movie.
I
The
think
voice
it'll
that
be
did
easier
Coltrane.
to. I think it'll be easier to find a Coltrane like dude. I mean, you get a black football player that could talk like that dude Tate that was tackling people in the office on that commercial.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He could have been a Coltrane if he didn't play in Crackdown 3. That dude could have
Oh,
played
you're talking
almost
about
anything.
what's his name? You're talking about I can't remember his name right now. He played in Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, and you know something,
I
man.
can't remember his name right now.
You can't ask me about people in movies. That's you guys, E-Rock Unlimited, a few of my boys. To recite actors and actresses and things like that. But I just hope they put
Terry
cement.
Crews.
Terry
That's
Crews,
him.
yeah,
Graphic God got it. Thanks, Graphic God. Terry
yeah,
Crews. Yep.
yeah.
Smitty
And
Smith got
Smitty
it.
Smith
Yeah.
came to,
You think he could
yeah.
be a good Coltrane?
Well,
Terry Crews?
he wouldn't do it again now because all of the Sony fanatics and IGN was hating on him when he was in Crackdown, which confused the shit out of me.
Me too.
But yeah, so whatever, man. But I'm
Graphic
not a
God said, or Mike Coulter?
Mike Coulter. He played Spartan Locke, and Ryan McCaffrey hated on him. And Coulter was an A-list actor
Hell
that
yeah, he
played on
was.
he
Hell yeah,
played
he
on The
was.
Good Wife. The Good Wife is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Hell yeah, he
And
was.
but Ryan McCaffrey is his punk ass was hating Coulter for even before the Halo movie came out, Halo 5 came out because he was in that that one Halo short film that I like that too. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep. And and just like Graphic God said, you're right, Graphic God. Damn, I know I gotta go, but yeah,
Yeah, man, get your
Crackdown
ass
was
out of
fire.
here.
Crackdown was fire. People ridiculed that
It
game. I did a
was.
video about that, man. That's one of my most watched videos, man. People got on me because I defended Crackdown.
Yeah, and one last thing, the Crackdown, the single player was fantastic. The multiplayer wasn't good. But hey, I want to ask you this on our way out of here. How was God of War's multiplayer?
I
Oh,
wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know. That thing is Ghost.
hey man, I'm just throwing it out there
They're
because I
not
heard
even
it was
talking
awesome.
about God of Ghost because it's
Yeah,
Ghost right now. There ain't nobody talking about God of Ghost, bro. I mean, there just isn't, man. It ain't throw no hater or no shade. They're not talking about God of Ghost. They're not talking about it.
they are
They're
not
not
talking
talking
about
about
that game.
it, you
No,
know?
the only one that's talking about God of War Ragnarok is Tuckmaster.
Oh man, you ain't gonna never stop talking about nothing, man. That dude. I hate the ponies. I hate everybody about him coming around, and that dude ain't gonna never stop.
Right.
That dude ain't gonna never ever stop, bro. Ever stop.
Hey, well,
Well,
man. Hey,
guys,
thanks for having me on, man. And
yeah,
shout
man.
out to my dogs in the chat. I'll see those
Big
jokers
shout out to the
later on
chat,
today.
man. Everybody that joined us today. I thank you for coming and joining us on my little hangouts with my brother, Other Zinc. You'll catch him on the Christmas special that'll be coming up
Mhm.
this weekend, Sunday, with my brother E-Rock, on the Exile podcast. I will try to get in there, guys. Like I said, I have to take care of some family things, do the family thing, but I'm gonna try to squeeze on in there, man. You know what I mean? Big shouts
Mhm.
out to Graphic God, Smitty Smith, Emmanuel, 108's Dragon. What's her name again? Dia?
The first lady of chat is Dia 4568.
Dia 4568. Thank you for coming in and come and join us again, man. I'd be cool to have some, some really true women gamers out there, bro. Come in here. That's awesome, man. So you're always welcome to come and hang out with us, man. Deploy, another cool brother
Mhm.
that was in here with us. Like I said, Smitty Smith. You
That
know,
guy showed up again. 70, not the move.
yeah. Was it
Mhm.
70? What's it?
The name is 70, not the move. That's
70,
his.
not the
That's
move.
his name.
Sorry, I butchered his name in the beginning. 70, not the move. Thank you for coming, brother. I really appreciate it. Please come back. And all brother, that's always making us laugh, man. My boy, Rain G4, man. Thanks, Rain, for being in here. And my other brother, Unlimited Productions, man. Always on fire with videos, the unlimited truth, always bringing that news, that gaming news to you in your face, man. And making the troll, pony trolls be
Mhm.
hating. He's keeping up the good work of the truth of Xbox, man. And our brother, Hebot, the most powerful gamer, man. E-Rock, 100 and the crew, Intramedia Gaming with Flip the Script, Flip Money,
Oh my
Live Wire,
goodness.
and all them
Flip
cats.
was clown. Flip and Live Wire were. Oh man, that shit was so funny this Saturday. All of those
I
jokers
heard
were
that, man.
clowning,
Yeah,
man.
Flip was a man. Flip was out there, boy. God
Flip was
damn.
going off. Live wires were going off. E-Rock was going off. 100 jumped in, knocking people out. That tech dude jumped in. Man, that show had my stomach hurting.
That's why I call him Flip the Script, Flip Money, because
He
he
flipped the
always
script
flips the
Saturday.
script every time he gets in there. I gave him that nickname because he always does that, bro. But
Mhm.
big shouts out to the man. But me and Other Zinc are going to get out of here, man. I'm going to get a little something to eat, get ready for work, put that grind in. But I will see y'all again, man. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going to try to come in with my brothers, this Sunday and chop up game with them again, man, for our Christmas special, man. So big shouts out to you guys, man. And me and Zinc are out of here, man. Xbox for life, brothers. We're eating good over here. Peace.
Peace.